The X Factor and Glee return this November with all new episodes. Now, stay tuned for Game 2 of the World Series on Fox.
Home to Barclays Premier League, the UFC, Major League Baseball, NCAA football, the NFL, the World Series, and NASCAR. The world's biggest events are on Fox Sports.
We are Fox Sports!
Last night, it was Game 1 of the Fall Classic. San Fran was rocking, and the roof blew off as the home team delivered. It was pandemonium by the bay. Pablo Sandoval wrote his name into the postseason history books alongside the game's greats.
Pablo Sandoval with a 3-homer game in World Series game number 1. Are you kidding me?
The Giants took out Detroit's ace and took a 1-0 series lead. Tonight, they look to keep it going, adding to their already remarkable October run. But the Tigers aren't ready to roll over just yet, as they look to even the series before heading back to Motown. So don't miss a moment, because you never know when history will be made. It's the World Series, Game 2, and it starts next on Fox.
And welcome to the Chevrolet World Series pregame show on Fox, powered by MLB Network, as we get you set for Game 2 of the World Series. A sold-out AT&T Park and a crowd that, after a lopsided win in Game 1, may in fact be even more enthusiastic than they were a night ago. We welcome you to the ballpark, the Giants and the Tigers, Game 2 of the World Series on Fox. Welcome to our humble abode in left field. No less enthusiastic out here than any place in the ballpark, with A.J. Pierzynski, Eric Karros, Harold Reynolds, Matt Vasgersian. All right, let's get to the numbers, because baseball fans love their history. 16 of the last 17 times, A.J., the home team won Game 1. They went on to win a World Series. Does any of that matter moving forward this year?
Absolutely it matters, because Detroit is a worse road team. They have to try to sneak one out. There's more pressure, and it's not only that they lost Game 1, it's how they lost Game 1. Their ace went out and got pounded, the guy they were counting on to win probably 2 games in this series. All the pressure is on them. They know if they split here 1-1, they're okay. If they go down 2-0, even though they're better at home, they don't want to have to win all 3 games at home.
Right, and I agree with AJ. Detroit, they have to win tonight. And the reason, they could be down 2-0 and not have faced Vogelsong or Kane, 2 of San Francisco's best pitchers.
Guys, I have to disagree. I think the pressure's on the Giants. Yes, they're up 1-0, but the Tigers knew, we go to San Francisco and we win 1 game, we're in good position. They feel great about Doug Fister. I know Verlander got beat up, but they're feeling pretty good. They win it tonight. They accomplished what they wanted to accomplish when they left home.
How do the Tigers themselves feel about the pressure and other elements regarding Game 2? Let's find out. Ken Rosenthal is with Tiger skipper Jim Leyland.
Thanks, Matt. Jim, Verlander was on 7 days rest, said he was out of sync. Fister tonight on 11 days rest. How concerned are you by his layoff?
Well, I'm concerned, but he did pitch 2 innings in our inter-squad games the other day against our Instruction League team. He's just been on the mound recently, so for at least for 2 innings, so hopefully that'll help.
Sandoval, 3 home runs last night. How do you approach him tonight?
Carefully. We'll just have to see how it plays out, but it's not real comfortable walking him to get to the MVP of the league probably, so it's a touchy one. But I'm not going to tell you exactly what our plan is, because they might be watching this, but we'll have to be real careful, obviously, and we'll just have to make a decision whether we want to pitch to him and Posey in the situation, maybe expand the strike zone or whatever.
Jim, thanks a lot.
Sure.
Matt, back to you.
Ken, thanks to the Giants side now. San Francisco takes the opener behind their veteran left-hander, a young left-hander on the mound in Game 2 who has had his share of struggles in the postseason thus far. For more on Madison Bumgarner's night, we say hello to Aaron Andrews.
Hi, Matt. Bruce Bochy told us today that he joked with Madison Bumgarner a couple days ago and said, I'm going to give you the start here in Game 2 if you're not scared. And Bumgarner joked back and yelled, I'm not scared. This is a lot different tone than we heard from Madison after his disastrous start in the NLCS. In fact, after that game, many reporters went to him and said, is your arm fatigued? Why aren't you throwing well anymore? He went to the bullpen. He said he worked on a few mechanical flaws, and he did admit he doesn't know how his velocity is going to be tonight until he gets up on the mound. But he is confident, and so with many of his teammates. I spoke with Ryan Theriot, who admitted this guy was our ace during the regular season, and we know he's going to feed off that momentum that we got back in Game 5 of the NLCS with Barry Zito on the mound.
Aaron, if the postseason's been tough on Madison Bumgarner so far, you can say just the opposite for Pablo Sandoval, who's enjoyed himself thoroughly. And I know that after the 3-home-run game yesterday, he's been rather busy since.
Absolutely. His phone absolutely blew up. He received 300 text messages. He said his favorite one was from his mom, who's watching the game with 30 other people at a barbecue. After the first home run, she said she was happy. After his second home run, she said she was crying. And after the third, she said, don't want to wake up, want to keep dreaming like that.
Aaron Andrews, thanks very much. And guys, let's talk a little bit more about Pablo Sandoval. Started the year with a 20-game hitting streak, some time on and off the DL, hit only 12 home runs during the regular season, but as we saw last night, Harold, that power is most certainly there.
Well, no doubt. I think sometimes you think this guy's just a streaky hitter. Remember, in 2009, he hit 330 with 25 homers. He can hit anything, though. Let's go to the tape and break down what this guy can do when he's at the plate. He can go, you go up in the zone on him, he'll go up and get it. You go down towards the middle, he'll go get the ball. When you are able to cover all the quadrants of the strike zone and do it with damage, I'm sorry, you're very difficult to pitch to. And I know Jim Leyland said maybe they'll pitch around him. I don't see how. You know what it reminds me of? Vladimir Guerrero. Yes, remember Vladdy? And this is typical Vladdy. Bounce one, and what's he going to do with it? I'll go down and get it. We may see Pablo go down and get a ball that's bounced before this is all said and done and be able to get a hit out of it. He's one of those type of guys that can be streaky, but he is a really good hitter as well.
Well, he is, and he's a real big part of the offense. And, you know, a lot of offenses, they're known for being a power offense, or they're a great average. But you know what, this Giant offense, they're just known for being an absolute pain. And that's what they are, and that's what showed last night. They didn't give in. They just kept battling. This is Angel Pagan. When there's 2 outs, there's nobody on. It's a 1-2 situation. You know, Verlander trying to put Pagan away. Can't do it. Taking some pitches, fouling some off. And then what happens? That dreaded ball off the third base bag. So now we've got a man on second, a double. Now, Scudero started this at-bat. He was 0-2, gets to a 2-2 count. Take some pitches. We're going to foul some off. That is just frustrating for Verlander, okay? You want to put the guy away, continue to have to make pitches. You make a mistake, base hit, and then Pablo Sandoval. He reaps the benefit of those 2 at-bats where Verlander had to work so hard. Look at 38 pitches in that inning. That was really the game. And just to take it a step further, Marco Scudero in the National League Championship Series, he saw 43 pitches. 43. Yeah. He swung and missed 2. He swung at 43, swung and missed 2.
That sounds like a day for me. It's 2 swings and misses.
You know, whether it's a swing or miss, whether it's a Sandoval home run or a foul ball, phantom camera, AJ, has captured some really unique images so far.
How cool is this thing? Let's talk about this. 5,000 frames per second. A normal camera, 30 frames per second. Let's check this out. Hunter Pence, you've never seen this before. He hits the ball 3 times. 1, 2, 3 for a double. He should get 3 hits for that, maybe 6 bases. This camera is unbelievable, the phantom. I think that we should have this every time. We can learn so much more about our pitching, our hitters, everything. It's amazing what they can do. Look at the raindrops. Look at the emotion on Sergio Romo here. I hope that every team can employ this somehow.
Use this for hitting?
I hope so. Watch this. One thing you watch here. Everyone says get the barrel above the ball. Look at Pablo Sandoval right there. The barrel is actually below the ball, and that's a ball up in the zone. All 3 of his home runs we've seen on this camera, the barrel is below the ball on his swing. Not above the ball, below the ball, and that's why he gets the backspin and the ball goes out.
And you know what? That camera, I think, for me, will dispel a lot of myths. You know, we think certain things, but that camera, that shows you what actually happens. A bat bending, guys torquing. I mean, it's interesting. It's a great piece of equipment.
Phantom Cam on display again in Game 2 tonight, as are some of the game's brightest stars. Miguel Cabrera, Prince Fielder, they've combined for only 5 extra base hits in 10 postseason games so far this year. Meanwhile, Pablo Sandoval and Marco Scutero, they've combined to hit .368 and drive in 20. The Giants' Venezuelan connection is having a lot of fun.
Marco Scutero.
Pablo Sandoval.
The panda.
Right
a
here.
big guy who can move.
You know, I do that every time, you know, because my family far away, my mom, my daughters, I do this for them. All the teams, we got to be hard. We play with Venezuela.
Venezuela, that's where we're from.
There, I mean, like, we hunt something. We hunt RBI, base hit.
Pablo do so much stuff on the base. Let's see that. Oh, my gosh. How can I explain this?
That's the rally haircut. What about haircut, see?
Let's go like that, bro. Don't worry about it.
Sing the Venezuelan national anthem.
We need to get ready, bro. See you later.
Can a car be built around a state of mind? Announcing the all-new 2013 Malibu from Chevrolet. With a remarkable new interior featuring the available Chevrolet MyLink infotainment system. This is where sophisticated styling begins. And where it ends? That's up to you. It's here. The greatest Malibu ever.
You gotta admit, this is pretty funny.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what you laughing at? I'll all share play it to the TV.
Ooh, donuts.
Hey, you gotta share that video. No problem.
What do you mean? No way, Kurt. Come on. Okay, you can share it with Eddie, but please, I hope you haven't shared it with anybody else.
Well.
Hello? Mike. Yeah, how are the donuts? Ah, what a clown. Time to go. Oh, very nice.
Oh, there you go. I'm gonna stand up to her.
No, you're not.
I know.
You know, Ronnie, folks who save hundreds of dollars switching to Geico sure are happy.
How happy are they, Jimmy?
Happier than a witch in a broom factory.
Get happy. Get Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Did you know that Mach 3 can last 2 times longer than a disposable? Mach 3 has high-definition blades coated with 4 strengthening layers to help its blades stay sharp, so it can last 2 times longer than a disposable. Get an incredibly close shave day after day. Switch to Gillette Mach 3. Better shave, great value, guaranteed. Gillette, the best a man can get.
This is the final one of the day, man. You're the last one in. It's Savannah.
Settle down.
Welcome to Hollywood, Philip
The best of the best taking the stage tonight. This is Philip Phillips.
This boy right here is in it to win it, and he's ready.
The winner of American Idol is Philip Phillips.
Just know you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna make this place your home.
This song is such a huge hit, they used it during the Olympics.
You just have to give it your best each time because it could be your last. I never expected to make it this far. I'm just trying to push myself to go as far as I can.
The Chevrolet World Series pregame show is sponsored by the completely redesigned 2013 Chevrolet Malibu.
Batting third baseman, number 48, Pablo Sandoval.
Back at the wall. He's homered again. Into center. At the wall.
Microsoft Video Game Summary presented by Windows 8. Part of the story behind the Pandas' historic night. First home run came against Justin Verlander in the first. He got Verlander again in the third, and this time broke his bat, so representatives from the Hall of Fame grabbed it for Cooperstown. Fifth inning, new bat, no problem. Sandoval hit his third of the night, becoming just the fourth player in World Series history to do so. Welcome back to Left Field with A.J. Pierzynski, Eric Karros, Harold Reynolds, Matt Vasgersian. Time for the Fox Funnies. EK, lead us off. What do we got?
Well, we got Marco Scutaro. Now, you've heard of Tebowing, right? You guys all heard of Tebowing? Well, I'm going to show you something different right now that'll take a new craze on here. It's Lucille. It's Marco Scutaro. He's Scutaroing right there, right? That is Scutaroing. I love it.
All we need is the rain, right? Now here's the Phantom Cam we talked about earlier. Look how excited this lady is. She sees she's on TV. This is what the Phantom Cam isn't good for. Watch it. Slow it down. Slow it down. That's what you don't want to see right there. Come on, let's show some hits.
All right, let's go look at Mr. Valverde. Now, he's got a new look for the trying to get things going over there, right? Let's send a little NASCAR through. Remember, Daytona 500 on Fox in February. Just a little quick promo. After all, this is a great American
plug.
race.
I like it, Harold. When you're struggling, though, you'll do anything to your hair. You know that, Harold.
Yes, representatives from AARP on the phone to talk to you, Pierzynski, about that crack. So let's start with the papers. What do they look like tomorrow morning after Game 2?
It's easy for me. Pierzynski's press. Bumgarner bounces back after his rough start throughout the playoffs. He gives them a 2-0 lead going to Detroit. I think he pitches well tonight. The Tigers struggle against lefties, struggle on the road.
Well, let's take a look at the Karros Chronicles. Got to get something right or we're going out of business. Pfister holds Giants punchless.
Can I get that online?
You might.
Well, I tell you, I'm about out of business, so I'm going to the Giants because I've been on the Tiger side. Didn't work. Giants stay hot. They're 2-0 heading back to Detroit.
The first time you picked the Giants, I think you picked the Cardinals all the way through.
All the way through. I figure, you know.
Welcome to the bandwagon.
It's amazing that those
I'm getting booed enough here. I got to.
Those papers seem to be selling here because you guys hear about your predictions every afternoon when we set up. It's amazing.
Well, what's even interesting is we're reminded from the higher-ups here. That's the problem.
Time for us to take a quick timeout. There's still more to come on the Chevrolet Fox pregame show. A special tribute to America's veterans is coming up next.
Ten, 9, 8, 8, 8, 8.
When we got married,
I had 3 kids, and she became the full-time mother of 3.
it was soccer and ballet and cheerleading and baseball. Those years were crazy. So as we go into this next phase, you know, a big part of it for us is that there isn't anything on the schedule.
Hey, Scott. Kind of late in the year to be feeding your lawn, isn't it?
You wouldn't expect Penny there to puggle through winter without being fed.
Well, I'm not a vet, but she'd starve probably.
And so would your lawn, man. Fall is the most crucial feeding of the year. It's a time when roots rebuild and store up nutrients for winter. Now's the time to feed it with Scott's Tough Builder Winter Guard. That's it, man. Feed your lawn now and she'll be green and lush as the banks of Bonnydoon come springtime.
And a Bonnydoon to you.
Get Scott's Tough Builder Winter Guard. It's guaranteed. Feed your lawn. Feed it.
You ready?
Come on, Justin.
MasterCard, together with Major League Baseball, wants to thank everyone who stood up for people like Justin and helped to raise $4 million for Stand Up to Cancer just by using your MasterCard. Standing up for those in the fight against cancer, priceless. Stand with us at standuptocancer.org.
I know things didn't end well with the Bureau, but you caught Carol.
He didn't just eviscerate 14 female students. He was making art.
Voices calling me.
I will be your friend, Ryan, even though you slept with my wife.
Hold it, signal 63. Get some help now.
5 guards are confirmed confirmed death.
We need you in Virginia, Ryan.
3 bodies were found murdered in the last 6 hours.
He's finding people to help him. It's like they're his followers. This is just the beginning.
After the World Series, 3 primetime shows, and the only morning show dedicated to baseball. All the off-season news, it's on MLB Network.
Welcome back to the Chevrolet World Series pregame show on Fox. Let's check in with the Giants PA announcer, Rennell Brooks Moon.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, Major League Baseball is proud to dedicate Game 2 of the World Series to the men and women of our military and to our veterans. Major League Baseball and its players have long been committed to supporting this cause, and that was never more evident than during World War II. Please direct your attention to the video board as we remember their historic and unselfish commitment.
Over nearly a century and a half of Major League Baseball, millions of Americans have discovered their heroes on the diamond. But 71 years ago, when America was thrust into the biggest war the world has ever known, those heroes answered the call of duty and forever became more than stars of a game, the national pastime. In baseball, the year 1941 evokes legendary memories.
And here are the 2 superstars who cannot be matched in the game of baseball today.
But after that magical summer of Williams and DiMaggio came Pearl Harbor.
December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.
16 million would serve their country, among them 5,000 Major League, Negro League, and minor league players.
I want to say God bless you great men and women over there, and God bless the ones that are going over.
23-year-old Indians fireballer Bob Feller, the best pitcher in baseball, was the very first big leaguer to enlist. And Hank Greenberg, the Tigers' celebrated slugger, was right behind him. And so while President Roosevelt would call for baseball to continue to boost morale on the home front,
The fans here in this country want to see our national game continue.
the game would proceed without its best players, as DiMaggio, Williams, Musial, and dozens of others would join the war effort. Feller became a chief petty officer and a member of a gun crew on the battleship Alabama. A young prospect named Warren Spahn fought in the Battle of the Bulge. Another future all-star, Jerry Coleman, flew 57 combat missions as a Marine pilot in the Pacific. And then there was a 20-year-old Philadelphia athletics prospect named Lou Brissy, wounded and left for dead in an explosion in Italy in 1944. His leg shattered in 30 pieces. Brissy pleaded with doctors not to amputate, explaining, "I'm a ball player." 23 surgeries, and 4 years later, Brissy was in fact a ball player again, an opening day starter on Patriots Day in Boston. He would pitch for 7 years in the bigs and add All-Star to a resume that included a Bronze Star and 2 Purple Hearts. Just as the Second World War defined a generation in America, it also defined a generation of our greatest ball players. A game had made them heroes in their country. A war proved they were more than worthy of that designation.
The courage, sacrifice, and bravery of all those from the greatest generation still inspire us today. We direct your attention to the suite level in left field to join us in welcoming these World War II veterans. He served in the U.S. Army, Bobby Dorr. Also a U.S. Army veteran, Tommy Lasorda. A veteran of the U.S. Navy, Bob Wolf. And he was an aviator in the U.S. Marines, Jerry Coleman. To also celebrate those who defend us today, we direct your attention to the field to welcome a very special guest. He was a high school baseball star who enlisted in the U.S. Marines in 2008. Last December, while on his second tour of duty in Afghanistan, he lost both legs and his left arm in an explosion. As his rehabilitation continues, Major League Baseball is proud and honored to welcome triple amputee and Purple Heart Award recipient, U.S. Marine Corps Corporal Nicholas Kimmel, to the 2012 World Series here in San Francisco. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats. Here to honor America with the singing of our national anthem, please welcome a star of the hit Fox TV show Glee, Matthew Morrison.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, we're so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And now, as Nicholas Kimmel takes the field for tonight's ceremonial first pitch, he is joined by last night's winning pitcher, Barry Zito, and another military veteran who left behind his baseball career during his prime to serve his country in the U.S. Army. One of the all-time greats, the Say Hey Kid, Willie Mays.
A stirring tribute to San Francisco and its veterans. We step aside. Joe Buck, Tim McCarver, and Game 2 of the World Series are coming up next.
It's our duty to serve veterans and military families who serve their country in the most difficult ways imaginable. Together, we can say thank you in so many ways. Small acts of kindness mean more than anything. With our support, veterans and military families can face even the most difficult challenges. Let's honor their service with ours.
Fox College Football, Saturday, 3 Eastern, noon Pacific.
A Florida school bus driver literally kicked an 8-year-old girl off her bus after the game.
Which do you believe? What Mitt Romney's TV ads say about women, or what Mitt Romney himself says?
Do I believe Supreme Court should overturn Roe v. Wade? Yes.
And it would be my preference that they reverse Roe v. Wade.
Hopefully reverse Roe v. Wade.
Overturn Roe v. Wade. Planned Parenthood, we're going to get rid of that.
I'll cut off funding to Planned Parenthood.
No matter what Mitt Romney's ads say, we know what he'll do.
I'm Barack Obama, and I approve this message.
Come into Steak and Shake for 4 meals under $4. Get your choice of steak burger meals made with 100% beef and seared on a fiery hot grill. Or even crispy chicken fingers for under $4 each. Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers.
If Barack Obama is reelected, what will the next 4 years be like? 1, the debt will grow from $16 trillion to $20 trillion. 2, 20 million Americans could lose their employer-based health care. 3, taxes on the middle class will go up by $4,000. 4, energy prices will continue to go up. And 5, $716 billion in Medicare cuts that hurt current seniors. 5 reasons we can't afford 4 more years of Barack Obama.
I'm Mitt Romney, and I approve this message.
See some of the biggest names on the PGA Tour compete in the Children's Miracle Network Hospitals Classic, November 8th through 11th in the middle of the Magic at Walt Disney World Resort. For information, log on to cmnhospitalsclassic.com.
As president, Mitt Romney will work to preserve and protect Social Security and Medicare. He'll need help in the U.S. Senate. He needs Connie Mack. Connie Mack for U.S. Senate. Freedom Pack is responsible for the content of this advertising.
He was always your little boy.
When I see his face in the helmet, and it always makes me think of this little baby face.
But suddenly, he's a superstar. The parents of Gators quarterback Jeff Driscoll talk about handling his instant celebrity tonight at the game.
Hold on for more of the biggest sports month of the year. Foxtoberfest continues Saturday when Texas Tech takes on Colin Klein at K-State. Then Saturday night, the Giants square off against the Tigers in Game 3 of the World Series. Sunday, Big Blue battles the Cowboys on America's Game of the Week. And in primetime, it's Game 4 of the Fall Classic. Foxtoberfest rolls on.
And welcome back to the Chevrolet World Series pregame show on Fox. It is an absolutely gorgeous night in San Francisco, California. These fans have been having so much fun from Game 6 to Game 7 to Game 1 last night. Whether it was the Cardinals in the NLCS or the Tigers in World Series Game 1, they've been waving those towels and having fun here in San Francisco. And now welcome to the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Joe Buck. This is Game 2 of the 2012 World Series. Last night, the Giants beat the Tigers behind a gritty performance from Barry Zito. Good relief work by Tim Lincecum, and then an offensive showing from Pablo Sandoval. Now, when Tim slides in here, we're going to talk about a lot of the breaks that the Giants have been getting, and there's no doubt. But make no mistake, they've made the most of those breaks, and they've outscored their opposition over the last 4 games, 28-4. But Tim, you start looking at some of the ways the ball has bounced for the Giants. It is impressive, and it is a reason why it certainly helped them win Game 1.
And no question about it, rarely does the momentum from the LCS carry over to the World Series, but it did for the Giants last night. It seems like they are willing the hops to go their way. 2 out, nobody on in the 3rd inning. Angel Pagan, ball hits the bag. goes into left field instead of a single. He has a double. They are getting the breaks, but they're making those breaks.
Yeah, that was the start of 3 more runs. That led to a hit by Scudero and a 2-run shot by Sandoval. Meanwhile, the pitching matchup tonight's interesting. Madison Bumgarner gets the start. He's 0-2 this postseason. And for Detroit, a guy named Doug Fister. His name may not be Verlander, but this guy can pitch.
Yeah, don't let that 10-10 record fool you. I mean, this guy can get you out.
He's got great stuff. He has 2 no decisions this postseason. He's trying to even this series before we go to Detroit. The Giants have been lighting up a scoreboard. They can also light up a pinball machine. Here's the Who. Sandoval with a 3-homer game.
Chances are you're not made of money, so don't overpay for motorcycle insurance. Geico. See how much you could save.
Did you know that Mach 3 can last 2 times longer than a disposable? Mach 3 has high-definition blades coated with 4 strengthening layers to help its blades stay sharp, so it can last 2 times longer than a disposable. Get an incredibly close shave day after day. Switch to Gillette Mach 3. Better shave, great value, guaranteed. Gillette, the best a man can get.
You are terrible.
I can't see.
Oh, turn up the brightness.
It's already up.
Oh. Sorry, buddy. You know, some of us destroy zombies and some of us feed them.
How am I supposed to win? Your screen is like as big as my phone.
Not everything's about winning.
I like to win.
You like to whine.
Buy any Samsung Galaxy handset, get up to $100 off a second Galaxy handset of the same or lesser price, exclusively at AT&T.
At Jennie-O, we think some things are worth getting up early for, like a better breakfast. So on August 8th, we woke up a sleepy town to show that eating well can be easy and delicious with Jennie-O turkey, bacon, and sausage, cooked thoroughly to 165.
Definitely very good.
It's excellent.
This is delicious.
Makes me want to eat breakfast more.
It's time for a better breakfast.
I can't stop eating this.
Make the switch. Look for Jennie-O at a store near you.
Just because your phone can take photos doesn't mean they're always worth sharing.
Not awesome.
Too dark.
Too far away.
Better sharing starts now. The new Nikon Coolpix S800C with a 10 times optical zoom and powered by Android technology. So you can send Nikon quality images instantly.
Come on, people. Share like you care.
With the Coolpix S800C. And introducing the tiny Nikon Coolpix S01.
The World Series is sponsored by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And by DirecTV. Don't just watch TV, DirecTV. Give a look at the Taco Bell starting lineup for the Tigers. And don't forget, this World Series, if a player steals a base, Taco Bell is giving everyone in America one free Doritos Locos Taco. Go to #StealATaco. So here we go. Sometimes you got to live Moss, and it's the same look as last night. Austin Jackson leads off in center. Omar Infante bats second at second. Miguel Cabrera hits third. Prince Fielder cleans up. Delman Young in left. Johnny Peralta, the shortstop. He homered last night. Abisail Garcia is the rookie right fielder. Gerald Laird is the catcher. And Doug Fister pitches and bats ninth against a left-hander who hopes he has found the flaw that has led to those numbers, an 0-2 record this postseason.
Madison Bumgarner has not started a game since Game 1 against the Cardinals in the League Championship Series. Stay on top. That's the most frequent phrase a starting pitcher hears. And he's been great at home, 10-3. No other National League pitcher has won that many games from his home mound.
Here is Jackson, and pitch one is up and away, ball one. Austin last night had 2 hits. And overall is hitting .317 this postseason. What a difference a year makes. Under 200 last year. They talked about the changes that he's made with his approach in the batter's box at the plate. The work he's done with Lloyd McClendon has really paid off here in 2012. Hit 300 during the regular season and has a 2-1 count. Infante next, and then Miguel Cabrera. A high strike, and it's 2-2. Just up and out of the strike zone, a full count.
Austin Jackson struck out 47 fewer times this year than he did last year. Last year, he'd have swung at that pitch, not this year.
A 3-2. Chop foul. This opening inning is always brought to you by Budweiser. Great times are waiting. Grab some buds. Glad you're with us tonight and throughout this World Series on Fox. Jackson waits for another 3-2 and strikes out.
Home plate umpire Dan Iasonia early gives Bumgarner the high strike. 4-seam fastball. He was on top of that one.
There's Dan Iasonia to show you the rest of the umpires in this top of the first as Omar Infante stands in. 1 for 4 last night. Strike one. Field and Culbreth is at first. Brian Onora at second. Joe West is down the left field line. Jerry Davis in right. Ryan Gorman over at third, and that foul tip got the mask of Buster Posey. It's 0-2.
First changeup of the night by Bumgarner, whose nickname is Mad Bum. M-A-D-B-U-M.
The 0-2. 2 out. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the night, as Dan Iasonia had to wait to make sure Posey hung on to that foul tip. And here is the defense brought to you by Dick's Sporting Goods. Blanco in left, Pagan in center, Hunter Pence in right with Sandoval, Crawford, Scudero, Belt on the infield, Buster Posey the catcher, Bumgarner in the middle. Every season starts at Dick's. Here is Cabrera. Miguel 1 for 3 last night with an RBI. Triple Crown winner takes a pitch down and away, ball 1.
Joe, we talked about it last night. This is what the Giants want to do with Cabrera. They'd love to split Cabrera and Fielder, have Cabrera make the last out of an inning, and Fielder lead off another inning.
Here is a 1-0 pitch from Bumgarner. Strike one. Manager Jim Leland of the Tigers does not like to make excuses and goes out of his way to say, I want to credit the Giants for the job they did on the mound, the job they did at the plate last night. But he does believe that layoff, the 5-day layoff after the ALCS, contributed to a sluggish start in game 1. And now they've gone in order in game 2 as Cabrera grounds out to short after a half. A scoreless frame put up by Bumgarner, no score.
We're at Walmart with Gina, who checks all the store's weekly ads to get the best sale prices in town. We're going to show her how to get the same great prices all in one place. You ready? Let's go. Okay, your weekly ad was 10 for $10. You know what? Walmart will match that.
Wow.
Game, set, match. Look at that price.
Is that on sale?
That's Walmart's everyday low price.
Awesome. Trick or treat!
Ad match. Okay, you look through all these fall ads and Walmart match the price. Ready?
No way!
That's the Walmart low price guarantee backed by Ad Match. Save time and money. Come see for yourself how much you can save.
You and me at the edge of the world with a pretty secret smile for me to see, Two bright whites and a cage full of ice and a naked little canopy to feed my disease. And if you're to smile at me.
For Wreck-It Ralph,
I don't want to be the bad guy anymore.
leaving his game was easy.
Sayonara!
But he's about to discover
Without Ralph, we're doomed!
the game's not the same without him.
I'm not leaving you here alone.
John C. Reilly.
You ready for this?
Sarah Silverman.
This is so exciting!
Jack McBrayer.
Why do I fix everything I touch?
And Jane Lynch.
It's make your mama's proud time!
What's this joystick do? Ralph, my man.
Disney's Wreck-It Ralph in 3D November 2nd. Rated PG.
Whether it's Kevin's smartphone, Mom's smartphone, Dad's tablet, or Lauren's smartphone, AT&T has a plan built to help make families' lives easier. Introducing AT&T Mobile Share. One plan lets you share data on up to 10 devices with unlimited talk and text. Add a tablet for only $10 per month. AT&T.
The World Series on Fox is sponsored by Taco Bell's Steal a Base, Steal a Taco. Live Moss. And now the Taco Bell starting lineup for the San Francisco Giants. Sometimes you gotta live Moss. Angel Pagan leads off in center. Scudero bats second at second. Pablo Sandoval hits third. Buster Posey cleans up. Hunter Pence, Brandon Belt, Gregor Blanco in left. Brandon Crawford is the shortstop, pitching and batting ninth. Madison, Bumgarner, and there's the right-hander Doug Fister. And you look at the numbers this postseason. He does not have a win, but he's pitched well enough to deserve two, and here's his scouting report.
The reason that Doug has been on the disabled list twice this year, that violent delivery, a rare combination of a guy who throws sinkers to contact and is a strikeout pitcher. He does that a lot with that curveball. And the home plate umpire is very important. And from an umpiring standpoint, you really have to wait for the fastballs to develop because of his late movement. Excellent late movement on the fastball.
Angel Pagan is first up for the Giants. Shows bunt, takes a ball outside. We saw the high strike in the top of the first inning from Dan Iasonia, the home plate umpire. And believe me, these teams have scouting reports on umpires that they go over prior to every game.
Right.
Tendencies. As that one comes back over the plate, you can see that good late movement. Pagan let it go by, strike one.
That's an example of what Doug Fister will try to do to left-handed hitters all night long.
Now a breaking ball. The curve drops in, strike two. He is 6'8". 200 pounds.
And a great athlete, says Jim Leland. Pagan trying to slow him down. Good strategy.
The count 1-2. And that misses inside, 2-2. It was an absolute steal for Dave Dombrowski to get Fister from Seattle July 30th last year. A front of the rotation guy, and he starts his night with a strikeout. Tigers' defensive lineup is brought to you by Dick's Sporting Goods. Delman Young in left. Austin Jackson is in center. Abisail Garcia is in right, with Cabrera, Peralta, Infante, and fielder Gerald Laird. Gets the start behind the plate. Avila last night. Fister in the middle of it every season. Starts at Dick's, and here's a guy who in 5 days will turn 37. Marco Scutaro, who has 7 multi-hit games this postseason and has hit in 11 straight.
That's after going 0 for 8 in the first 2.
It's 2-0. And it's that 2-3 combination that did it to the Cardinals in the NLCS and did it last night to that man, Justin Verlander. 2-1. In fact, it was the top of the order that did in Verlander. First 4 hitters were a combined 10 for 16. Everybody had multi-hits.
Amazing.
That's a chopper, tough play. Peralta. Good play. Peralta, 2 out. And now tonight's Ford keys to the game.
From Fister's standpoint, the Tigers are saying, Doug, get us by Combe 1-1. And from the Giants, keep trusting your instincts. And over the last 4 games, they have been remarkable.
Great reaction for Pablo Sandoval. He's hitting .370. And last night had a 4-for-4 night with 3 home runs in his first 3 at-bats. 5th time it's happened, 4th guy to do it in a World Series game. And he pops it in the air to left. Delman Young, a long run. He's there. And it's a 1-2-3 first for Doug Fister. Let's go to the second. Game 2 in San Francisco. No score.
What is it, buddy?
Can you get rid of this thing? I'm scared.
Well, I can't, buddy, because we have cable. And since the whole family records a bunch of stuff, the DVR gets full. And then we get this.
When will it go away?
You know, I don't know. That's a good question. You have a lot of great questions. Sleep tight.
Upgrade to DirecTV and get 3 times more HD recording capacity. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
Exciting things are happening at Burger King. Cinnabon Mini Bond Rolls, baked fresh daily, filled with the world's best cinnamon and covered in rich, creamy frosting. Or try the gingerbread cookie shake. New holiday sweets at Burger King, where taste is king.
At Honda, we know you. We know you're not always on top of it. And how could you be? That often you just want quiet. We know all that life demands from you and how it's almost impossible for you to escape. Almost. Introducing a car that starts with you. The all-new Honda Accord.
That started it all is starting our best season yet. There's only one American Idol.
Weather could not be any better.
Beautiful.
And look at McCovey Cove out beyond the right field wall as Prince Fielder steps in. That's what he's hitting this postseason, and his career during the postseason just .202. 5 homers, 11 RBIs, and trying to get something started for the Tigers in the second. And a strike from Bumgarner. Madison is only 23 years old. And as Bruce Bochy, his manager, told us, it's easy to forget sometimes that he's only 23. Struggling with his mechanics and his delivery earlier this postseason. He lets up on that pitch down and away, a ball and a strike. 10th overall pick back in 07. Was a World Series game winner at 21 years old when he won Game 4 2 years ago over Texas 4-0. That hits Fielder. And down to first is Prince, the first base runner of the night.
Ball getting away from Bumgarner, and he dropped down a little bit, the ball tailing inside. What do we mean when we say stay on top? Every pitcher hears that all the time, and when you're on top of the ball, it goes down. When you're under the ball, it stays up. It's that simple. That pitch was up because he was under the pitch.
Here's Delman Young, 1 on, nobody out. Delman last night 2 out of 4, and he was the MVP of the last round, the ALCS. He'll DH when this series goes to Detroit on Saturday. Strike 1, and a lot of first pitch strikes. Jackson struck out, Infante struck out, Cabrera grounded out in the first. Hit batsman to start the second, now the 0-1. Hard hit and fair. Past third and down the left field line. It's Fielder digging around second, going to third. They're going to bring it. The relay to the plate is in time. They got him. And Jim Leyland's going to come out and argue on that double by Delman Young.
Now that can't happen, Joe. You can't make the first out at home plate. When it's close like that, even though Fielder may have been in there, he was out.
He was.
That tag was made on the back before the left foot got to home plate. I think if Gene Lamont had that to do over again, he would have held him with Peralta coming up.
Great call by Dan Iasonia, the home plate umpire. It's out 7-4-2. As the left fielder Blanco missed the initial cutoff man, and it was Scudero backing up that threw to the plate to get the out. Now Peralta pops it on the infield for Belt. 2 out.
Well, that's why you have a double cutoff man. If the first one is missed, the second one backs up to make the play. So the shortstop was out. There's a throw by Blanco, misses the first one. Scudero to back up, nails Fielder at home plate. Cannot make the first out at home plate.
So the double in the middle of a hit batsman and a pop-up. And Abisail Garcia swings and misses. A little better jump on the fastball tonight from Bumgarner than we saw in Game 1 of the NLCS.
Yeah, I think he's fine. That staying on top of the fastball, I think he's doing that thus far.
You see the frustration for Prince Fielder. Sent all the way from first base on that double down the left field line. Count 0-1 on Garcia with 2 out in the inning. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Seems like Scudero's everywhere, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was just going to say, Scudero's right in the middle of it again. And his throw was good enough, and a real good athletic tag by Buster Posey to get the tag on Fielder before he touched home plate. And now a 1-1 count to Garcia. 2-1.
That throw had to be made inside the line, particularly with a guy like Fielder running. Prince weighs 300 pounds, and he's wide. And that made the throw that much tougher. Be inside so Posey could handle it with the slap tag.
2 balls and a strike. Runner at second, 2 out. And Bumgarner brings it. Garcia fouls it straight back. Here's Gene Lamont sending him as that ball took a funny bounce down the line. But then Blanco to Scudero to Posey. That good throw inside the line, and fielder's out. Now a 2-2 count on Garcia with a runner at second. Bumgarner's defense helps him, as the defense helped out Zito last night. With Blanco making 2 good catches out and left. It's been a real plus for the Giants this postseason, and Garcia, the 21-year-old, steps out. Added to the roster on August 31st. Started the season at Single-A. Was in Lakeland, then Double-A Erie, got to the big leagues, and here he is starting the first 2 games of the World Series. 2-2 the count. Inning over. Strikeout number 3. And the good defensive play to cut down Fielder at the plate keeps game 2 scoreless after an inning and a half.
Introducing the new 13-inch MacBook Pro. With the stunning Retina display, for the pro in all of us.
CBO, cheddar, bacon, onion.
Yeah, it's tremendous.
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 Say hello to McDonald's new CBO. Smooth cheddar, crispy bacon, grilled onions on the Angus 3rd Pounder or premium chicken sandwiches. CBO, the simple joy of tremendous.
Yeah.
What can you experience in a seat? Inspiration. Great power. Iconic design. Exhilarating performance.
He once again has created Le Mans history.
And once in a great while, all of the above. Take your seat in the incomparable Audi A8, the highest ranked vehicle appeal among large premium cars by J.D. Power and Associates.
We're under attack. Whoever did this, he knows us. He's one of us.
.007 reporting for duty. Skyfall, rated PG-13, in IMAX November 9th.
The World Series on Fox is sponsored by Budweiser. Great times are waiting. Grab some buds. Well, we have witnessed the first ever 7-4-2 out at the plate. Come on. Strike to start the bottom of the second, and by 7, that's the number that's your scoring given to the left fielder. 4 is the number given to the second baseman who is in the middle of it. 2 is the catcher, and that's the first one in the history of World Series play.
Unbelievable. Credit Scudero. How many second basemen would be over there?
Here is a 1-1 to Posey. Good breaking ball for strike 2. That curve just dropped in to Buster, who is hitting .204 this postseason, 2 out of 4 last night in game 1. Hunter Pence on deck. Base hit, right field, and Buster Posey is on to start the second. And let's go back to that play at the plate. A.J. Pierzynski, a current catcher in the big leagues, is joining us from out in left field. What'd you see out there?
Well, first of all, when the ball goes in the left field corner, it's hard on a third base coach to decide what to do. You see him overrun it right there in Lamont. Sometimes you wonder, why did he send him right here? Second and third, no outs with Johnny Peralta coming up. And then Buster Posey, who everyone knows was told not to block the plate. If you watch the slide right here, Prince Fielder's knee is bent instead of straight, and he kind of is up in the air. And also then the guy on deck has to tell him to slide to the outside because of the fact that Buster Posey's not going to try and block the plate, especially with Prince coming down the line.
First pitch is a ball to Hunter Pence.
Plus, AJ, when you receive a ball from the left side of the field, Scudero in that particular instance, you're going to stay inside the line. There's no way to block the plate with Fielder, because if you block the plate, then that's going to obscure the throw from Scudero.
No, but the throw, I thought Tim was inside enough where he could have held his ground. If you watch, Buster takes a step to the inside and frees up a whole lane for Prince to slide to the outside and do the swipe tag with his hand.
You've got to throw it inside the line. Fielder's running inside the line. I mean, if you throw it to where Buster is blocking the plate, it hits Fielder and goes awry. That's the way I saw it.
Okay, I just think that you have the ability as a catcher to kind of keep your leg in there and not take that slight step to the inside and clear up the whole plate and kind of force him to the area of the plate you want him to be, which would be to the outside. I know Buster had the horrible injury last season, but that's just as a catcher, and you know Tim is catching, sometimes that's par for the course and you got to take it as part of the game.
2 balls, 2 strikes on Pence, and a breaking ball is fouled. And the other point that A.J. brought up was there wasn't a ton of help from the on-deck hitter. That was Peralta, who came out of the on-deck circle a little later and wasn't giving any direction really definitively to Fielder, who was coming down the line to go to the outside part of the plate. Here's a 2-2. Fly ball into center, and that's Jackson. 1 out.
Well, when you see the catcher inside the line, you should go to the outside part of the plate. But it's got to be a straight in slide, because the straight in slide is much quicker in getting there than hooking, and you never hook into a catcher anyway.
Brandon Belt with 1 on 1 out will dig in, hitless last night. And as AJ mentioned, and this will be one more look, but that's Prince, who gets tagged by Buster Posey, and AJ talked about it. You can assume everybody knows that Buster was injured in a terrible collision at the plate last May. On the 25th of May, here's a 0-1 pitch, down and in, 1 ball, 1 strike. Blanco, who made those 2 catches last night in game 1, corralled that ball after it took a funny hop and got it to Scudero, who got it to the plate. Now the count 1-2 on Belt. What shouldn't be lost in this inning, Tim, is what you said about Posey last night. He was pulling off pitches. Last night he got a couple of hits. One of them went to right. His base hit here was shot through the right side to start this inning.
Yeah, with a guy like Buster, when you're pulling off the ball, you ought to try to treat a lot of strikes like there are 2 strikes on you. Buster is very adept at going the other way with 2 strikes on him, as he did to get to first base.
Now there are 2 strikes on Belt, with Blanco on deck. A strikeout gets Brandon Belt. Second strikeout for Pfister. And the inning will get to Blanco with a runner at first, 2 out now.
Boy, that's a good changeup. Or make that a split from Pfister. The ball going down and away, and Brandon Belt out in front.
Blanco has been struggling. His overall average this postseason, 200. Since game 3 of the NLCS, he's just 2 out of his last 19. Strike 1. Leadoff hit by Posey. Pence
Little pop-up. Belt struck out. Strike one on Blanco. He tried to hold up, could not. Strike two.
AJ talking before the game about how Fister jumps at you when he's from the stretch. Very quick feet. And he makes hitters do this a lot. Check their swing. When he jumps, you commit, sometimes too early.
That's a ball high, 1-2. Posey at first, 2 out. Fister. Watch Blanco just get a piece. While the top of the order was so good last night for the Giants in game 1, the 5 through 9 spots had just 1 RBI, and that belonged to the pitcher, Barry Zito.
Yeah, the Giants were top heavy last night in their lineup.
Now Blanco steps out before a 1-2 pitch. Just 1 for 19, hitters 5 through 9. One on, 2 out. And hit Fister is in the air and goes to center field for a base hit. And hopefully Fister's okay.
I think it hit his glove. He got that glove up. We're talking about Jim Leland talking about his athleticism. You better be a good athlete in this situation. Watch the glove. No, he didn't get it. It did not get it up. Hit him on the side of the head. My gosh. Oh boy. Oh man. I think of Brandon McCarthy with the Oakland Athletics, who had a similar pop about a month and a half ago. And we are hopeful that Brandon's all right. And obviously, Doug Fister. Man. Oh.
He's still out there. He's going to throw a couple of pitches.
You know, Joe, I think, and I never thought this before this year, but I think baseball is going to have to resort to helmets for pitchers like catchers wear. First base coach or third base coach wear them. I think something should be done next year, because when a pitcher finishes his windup or his stretch and he tells the trainer he's okay, right on the side, right side of the head. But I think ultimately that's what baseball will come to, and I think properly.
Brandon Crawford now with 2 on, 2 out. And somehow Fister's still on the mound. Good curveball, misses low, ball 1. Brandon Crawford, whose parents have been longtime San Francisco Giants season ticket holders, now trying to excite them as he fouls it out of play left side, strike 1. Blanco the runner at first. Posey led off the inning with a base hit into right. And a 1-1 count on the number 8 hitter, Brandon Crawford. Pretty good pitch called inside, ball 2. Two and 1 the count, 2 on, 2 out. That curveball is outside, 3-1. On deck is the pitcher Bumgarner, who can handle the bat. Runners at first and second, 2 out, and a good breaking ball on 3-1.
3 straight breaking balls and a breaking ball and a fastball count. Once you get that over, it's always good policy to come back with a fastball.
Runners will go. And a foul out of play left side. Back to second, Posey. Back to first, Blanco. Runners go. And the breaking ball is high for ball 4. First walk by Pfister, and the bases are loaded with Bumgarner coming up. Remember, the pitchers for the Giants have been driving in runs. And it has happened in the last 4 straight games, starting with Zito in St. Louis in Game 5 with a bunt base hit for an RBI. And Vogelsong, then Kane. That's low, ball 1.
Gerald Laird, the catcher, is corralling that low fastball, and here it is, 4 RBIs in 4 straight games.
Vogelsong a part of it. Kane in Game 7. Last night, Zito in Game 1 of this World Series. So Zito's got a bunt base hit for an RBI and a clean one through the left side. Now Bumgarner pops it into shallow left, and out goes Peralta to end the inning. That gave this crowd a rise. 2 hits, a walk in the inning, 3 left after 2. In Game 2, no score.
Can a car be built around a state of mind? Announcing the all-new 2013 Malibu from Chevrolet. With a remarkable new interior featuring the available Chevrolet MyLink infotainment system. This is where sophisticated styling begins. And where it ends? That's up to you. It's here. The greatest Malibu ever.
Critics and audiences agree. Argo is the rare nail-biter.
Time to go.
That's also riotously funny.
You want to come to Hollywood and act like a big shot without doing anything? Yeah, you'll fit right in.
4 stars. A glorious, gripping surprise. Argo. Rated R. Now play.
Come on, kid. I'm Drew Brees.
And I'm Harry.
Who?
From One Direction. Platinum album.
Dudes, won the Super Bowl.
On the cover.
MVP.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
If you give him the Pepsi, you can be in the band.
Really?
Never, never, never stop for anyone. Tonight, let's get some.
And live while we're young.
The new Droid Razr M by Motorola with 4G LTE speed and a big screen that's fit for your hand. Say hello to the full screen phone.
Hey, thanks for the VIP treatment, Care. Thanks for saving me all that money on my car insurance, Robert. That's State Farm's discount double check. We dig through your policy, find any hidden savings. That's funny. Before every home game, I used to do an Ivy double check. Really? Yeah, people drop all kinds of stuff in here. Old cell phone, French horn. Andre Dawson? What year is it?
Let State Farm find your hidden savings with a discount double check.
Caught it! Woo!
Get to a better state. State Farm.
Fox Tuesday. New Girl's all-new Halloween is a scream.
One of my brothers in blue. That gun looks real. Let me see that.
Elliot,
what?
please.
Hey,
Stand down!
I'm standing. Look at that.
This monster episode will scare the pants off you.
Plan B was always Matthew McConaughey and Magic Mike.
Wow.
Oh.
New Girl, all new this Tuesday at 9/8 Central on Fox.
The World Series is sponsored by State Farm. For auto, home, life, and banking, get to a better state. 3rd inning rolls in. no score. Madison Bumgarner back to work. It'll be Laird, Pfister, and then Austin Jackson. 8, 9, and 1. Laird shows bunt, takes a ball. Gerald hit .282. Last year won it all with the Cardinals. He's 1 for 13 so far this postseason. There's a strike from Bumgarner. Home plate umpire Dan Iasonia is wearing a microphone tonight and will let you in on the audio that occurred on that ball hit by Blanco off the head of Doug Pfister last half inning. After Laird does something to start the frame, it's a 2-1 count.
That last pitch, Madison Bumgarner, that ball flattened out on him. That's what Dave Righetti's looking for. Not too many pitches that flatten out on Bumgarner.
Here is a 2-1. Popped up into left. Blanco is there. 1 out, and here's the audio. And that ball was hit back up the middle by Blanco.
Whoa! Doug, you okay? Yeah. Okay. All right. Where'd you get it? The head. I got him right in the back of the head.
Back of the head as you went down. Okay.
Yeah. Let's on the side. No, I don't know.
You're right.
San Francisco, game 2.
Yeah. All that shit. What inning?
Second.
Yeah. How many outs?
2 outs.
All right. Get the figure. All right. Let's do this.
All right. You want to throw one or are you okay? Let's throw one.
So then he got to throw a warm-up pitch, said he was fine, and got out of the inning after issuing a walk to Crawford. He got Bumgarner, and now he's up there to bat. And fouls it back.
Saying San Francisco, game 2. No way to get him out of there. Courageous.
We have a chance to meet these guys in the postseason, and we haven't met anybody any better than Doug Pfister.
Classy guy.
We had on last night in the 4th inning from the dugout. I said he's a steal, and he was for the Tigers. Tigers got him from Seattle. He was 3-12 with the Mariners. Picked him up on July 30th. Dave Dombrowski did it. One of the best front office men in the game, and he ended up finishing the season 8-1 with an ERA of 1.79. Then went 2-1 in the postseason when the Tigers lost in the ALCS to Texas.
3 of the 4 starting pitchers in this World Series for Dave Dombrowski and the Tigers were acquired via trade. Max Scherzer 2 years ago, Pfister last year, and then Anibal Sanchez this year.
He'll get the ball in game 3 against Ryan Vogelsong. Scherzer, who will work game 4 against Matt Cain. 2-2 the count on Pfister. That's out number 2, and strikeout number 4 for Bumgarner.
Everything appearing to be in sync for Madison Bumgarner here in the 3rd inning.
4 strikeouts. He's allowed the 1 hit that led to the play at the plate. The fielder was thrown out by a combination of Blanco in left and Scudero at second. Good tag by Posey. Ball 1 outside. Austin Jackson part of that big deal. Scherzer was a part of that 3-way trade. Yankees. Another guy the Tigers got in that deal is Phil Koch, who is now the closer for Detroit. Scherzer coming from Arizona. There's Koch. Here is a 2-0. Fouled back, 2-1.
Last year, Austin Jackson had a high leg kick. This year, he doesn't. There's the high leg kick from 2011. He and Lloyd McClendon worked on it so hard this year, and you could see he just gets up on the toes and strides forward, and he hit 300 as a result.
Good pitch by Bumgarner, and that breaking ball finds the strike zone. 2-2. with 2 out. Another strikeout, number 5. And another 1-2-3 inning for Bumgarner. Bottom of the 3rd inning in San Francisco. Giants bat, no score.
This is an astounding story of courage and endurance, unparalleled in the history of shipwrecks.
No! No way!
This next part of the story, you may find hard to believe.
This Thanksgiving, 2 unlikely castaways.
You have to trust me.
One incredible journey home. In the movie time calls The Next Avatar, a visual miracle that has to be seen to be believed. Life of Pi. Rated PG in Real D 3D and Digital 3D.
Layaway's back, right?
Yep. You can pay a little at a time.
Our boys, husband, sister's boys, play cousins. I'm just getting started. Woo!
Shop now and put it on layaway so you have more time to pay. Walmart.
Start with an all-new award-winning car. Good. Now find the most hardcore driver in America. That guy. Put him in it.
What's this?
Tell him he's about to find out.
You're about to find out.
Testing. Highlight the European chassis. 6-speed manual, dual exhaust, wide stance, clean lines. Have him floor it, spin it, punch it, drift it, put it through its paces. Is he happy?
Oh yeah, he's happy.
And that's how you test your car for fun. Easy.
We had a feeling it was gonna be big, but no one predicted this. Taco Bell's Doritos Locos Tacos, taking tacos to a whole new level.
4G LTE is the fastest. So,
which superfast 4G LTE service would you choose based on this chart? Don't rush into it. I'm not looking for the fastest answer.
Obviously, Verizon.
Okay. I have a different chart. Going that way, does that make a difference?
Look, at Verizon is so much more than the other ones.
So what if we just change the format altogether?
Isn't that the exact same thing?
That's pretty clear.
Still sticking with Verizon.
Verizon. More 4G LTE coverage than all other networks combined.
You can be the greatest, you can be the best. You can be the King Kong banging on your chest. Some will call it practice, some will call it luck. But either way, you're going to the history book. Standing in the Hall of Fame. And the world's gonna know your name. You're going to the history book. Standing in the Hall of Fame. Have a great day, whatever you're gonna do.
Get to the game with Chevrolet, the official vehicle of Major League Baseball. Find your chance to win an all-new 2013 Malibu at worldseries.com/Malibu. Angel Pagan, top of the order for the Giants. 3rd inning, strike 1. Struck out his first time up. Pfister has struck out 2 and pitched around 2 hits and a walk last inning. Here is his 0-1. Good tailing pitch, which he showed Pagan back in the first. That's strike 2.
That's vintage Pfister right there. Inside corner, left-handers give up on it. Arms up, strike 2.
Marco Scudero will follow, and then Pablo Sandoval. Here's an 0-2. Down and in. Giants have outscored their opponent, the Cardinals and the Tigers, last night over the last 4 games, 28-4. And they've hit 15 home runs here in their last 15 games. Pagan grounds to fielder. And this team, the Giants, they have been loose since the postseason began. They have fun. Brian Wilson usually is a part of it. So is closer Sergio Romo, who Romo bombs last night's hero, Pablo Sandoval. Take it down to Erin Andrews after the next pitch. She is on the Giants side. Kenny on the Detroit side. Great place which to watch a World Series down in a World Series dugout. Strike one. The Scudero, who grounded out his first time. Breaking ball stays up. 1-1. 2 for 5 in this World Series is Scudero after hitting 500 in the NLCS. Curveball is fouled, and let's go down to Aaron. They've been having fun since you joined us here at MLB on Fox.
They certainly have. Sergio Romo right over my shoulder. I'm afraid he's going to Romo bomb me. But I wanted to tell you, during batting practice, it's really the first time since I've been around the Giants they were talking about they want to get out of San Francisco up 2-0. And I said to some of the players, you guys haven't really sounded like this, even when you were playing the Cardinals. And they said, look, we really need to take advantage of this momentum that we have right there.
2 out in the inning as Peralta takes care of Scudero.
And Joe, just to mention, you're going to be joined by Sergio Romo, so you can ask him about that party-like atmosphere. He's on his best behavior right now.
Well, that was close.
That's a dangerous play by a guy who is locked in, and the Giants holding their breath with that left hand. He was out. What excellent call by first base umpire Fielding Colbert.
He is 2 for 2 on 2 tough ones.
Man.
And then a good call at the plate by Iasonia. Here's Sandoval with 2 out, and that misses the outside corner, ball 1. Pablo flied to left his first time up, and now grounds to the second baseman Infante. And a 1-2-3 inning for Doug Fister. Both pitchers are on tonight in game 2. No score after 3.
10, 9, 8, 8, 8, 8.
DreamWorks Animation invites you
Happy Easter
to the holiday event of the season.
Music!
On November 21st.
Cookies?
No, thanks. The Guardians are coming. To save the holidays.
Time to plant all the stops. The Easter kangaroo's right. What? I'm a bunny.
DreamWorks Rise of the Guardian.
I always thought the elves made the toys.
We just let them believe that. Rated PG.
Bye, girls. Love you.
Daddy, we made you a video for your trip. Yeah, watch it on the airplane.
Okay.
Here you go.
Aw, thanks, girls.
Yeah. Hey, I also made you a video.
Aw, that's so sweet.
You probably shouldn't watch it on the plane. Say bye to Daddy!
Bye, girls.
Share videos instantly on the Samsung Galaxy S3, amber, brown, and black, exclusively on Verizon.
World Series is sponsored by Windows 8 and by Dick's Sporting Goods. Every season starts at Dick's. Glad you're with us as game number 2 goes into the 4th inning. Infante, Cabrera, Prince Fielder, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters. With the Tigers, scoreless game. Giants have 2 hits. Detroit's only hit was that double by Delman Young. which led to the play at the plate, and obviously the out call with no score as Fielder was cut down. Big bats coming up here in the fourth. Infante is 1 for 5 in this World Series, 11 of 40 this postseason. There's his strike, and it's 1-1. Leading it off, Infante. Lines one now, one hop. Crawford can't make a play, and that'll be a base hit for Omar Infante. That'll bring in Miguel Cabrera, a Triple Crown winner and a guy who came up when he was 20, hit a walk-off home run on June 20th, his major league debut. Won the World Series in 2003 with the Marlins, traded to Detroit in December of '07. And now this season, ridiculous numbers, back-to-back batting titles, going back to 2011, and the first Triple Crown winner since 1967.
It was in that 2003 World Series when Roger Clemens knocked him down, and then he homered to right field a pitch later, and everybody thought, well, this guy has arrived. And did he ever, in a big way.
We talked to him prior to last night's game, and you were talking about that at bat. He remembered the pitch sequence. And when you talk to guys around Cabrera, they say his memory for specific at bats is unbelievable.
For detail, I thought it was 3-1. He said, it was 2-2.
Here's a 1-0. That's down and in, 2-0. Great Hank Greenberg leading the way for career postseason RBIs with Detroit. Prince Fielder on deck as the Tigers down 1-0, trying to strike first here in game number 2. A check on Infante. Cabrera with amazing ability to always stay balanced at home plate. Never gets off balance, can hit the ball out of the park in any direction. As you said last night, there just aren't any holes in that swing.
No. He's looking for an inside fastball right here to crank.
And he cranks it, caught! Sandoval over at third. 1 out, and it was loud. Can't hit it any harder.
Pablo Sandoval knows that was a La Linea. I mean, that was a line drive.
And Cabrera is now 0 for 2. One on, one out. But Cabrera, his good buddy, Pablo Sandoval over at third, grabbed it. Those two are good friends, right, Ken Rosenthal?
They are. They actually met as teenagers. Miguel Cabrera was Winter League teammates with Sandoval's older brother, Michael, and they became buddies. And one of Sandoval's prouder moments, 2008 Venezuelan Winter League, he beat Miguel Cabrera in a home run hitting contest.
Here's a pitch outside to Prince Fielder. 1/5 of the Giants roster is from Venezuela. Fielder steps out. Prince hit by a pitch and then was thrown out at the plate in the second. In the air to left. Back is Blanco on the track. 2 out. And Infante back to first. And Blanco is covering a ton of ground out in left.
Yeah, that was more routine than the two plays he made last night. One against Fielder, the other against Cabrera. Gives you an idea of the tremendous strength of Prince Fielder, and Mad Bum happy about that one.
Bumgarner making his 5th career postseason start, 2-2. He had 2 wins in 2010. He's 0-2 this season, but much better here tonight. A check on Infante with Delman Young at the plate. And Ken Rosenthal asked manager Bruce Bochy of the Giants how he handled Bumgarner, who was upset with his stuff after that loss in Game 1 of the NLCS, coming into this World Series and giving him the start. Great jump, throw over, and out to win the inning. He left a bit too soon, and Bumgarner cuts him down with a throw from Brandon Belt. He was out. Another good call by this umpiring crew. No score after 3.5.
Everybody, well, don't you know it's me now? Yeah, who is it? Well, he's back with a brand new beat now. Yeah, doing it. Hey, 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 yeah. Try to bypass now. Hey, 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 yeah. How you like me now? Na-na-na-na-na-na. And everybody go.
Greatness is not given. Greatness is taken. When the weak and the distracted are resting on their reputations.
Over 40 years of hydration science in every bottle, so you can take what's yours.
Huge is explosively fast. Huge is a still photo that's set in motion. Huge is shooting full HD movie and stills simultaneously. Huge is a different kind of a Nikon, and it happens to be very, very small. The Nikon 1. Small is now huge. And check out the waterproof, freeze-proof, shock-proof Coolpix AW100.
We had a feeling it was gonna be big, but no one predicted this. Taco Bell's Doritos Locos Tacos, taking tacos to a whole new level.
Come in.
Got the coffee?
That was fast.
We're out of here.
These judges refuse to remain impartial. Britney Spears flirts with contestants.
I wish you could wake me up in the morning.
Demi Lovato crosses physical boundaries.
Have you kissed him? Excuse me?
L.A. Reid is suggestive.
Single or married?
On both sides.
That's my kind of man.
America deserves a mentor who cares about himself 100%. America deserves Simon Cowell.
I'm Simon Cowell, and I approve this message.
Support your favorite, The X Factor, 1 week from tonight on Fox.
Buster Posey will lead it off for the Giants in the bottom of the 4th inning. No score. It'll be Posey, then Pence, then Belt against Pfister. Breaking ball drops low. We're pleased to be joined by Sergio Romo, who is the closer now for the San Francisco Giants, and it has been so fun getting to know you during this postseason and keeping cameras on you, because you have a blast down there, don't you?
Definitely having a blast. I mean, as you can see, I got some teammates already throwing stuff at me. Very blessed to be in this position to be able to experience everything's going on in my life. I mean, what a ride so far, right?
Yeah, and when we had a chance to meet with you, as Posey has the count now 2-1, you talked about how your confidence grew during the course of the season, and you now know you're good enough to be a big league closer.
Yes, sir. Tell you what, this year has been a very humbling experience for me, good and bad. The ups and downs, what I've been through alongside my teammates, you know, as a group, yeah, it's been a lot. It's very humbling for me. But then personally, you know, losing Wilson, wow, right my way. Oh, almost got it. Need a glove, fellas.
Yeah. Your glove.
Yeah, I mean, but losing Wilson, I mean, it hurt us a lot. You know, the thing is, it was just another way of challenging myself. You know, it was another task at hand, another, I mean, just challenge for me. You know, and my teammates, they never backed away from me. They never shied away from having confidence and showing me that every day, every time I got the ball. So very proud to be that man so far.
Yeah, we're replaying that play near the dugout without your glove. But
I mean, I tried.
You know, Sergio, the one thing that stands out about you is I don't know of another major leaguer who appreciates the game of baseball at the big league level any more than you do.
I credit that to my dad. He's still a big fan of the game. He still plays himself down in Mexico at 55 years old. So, I mean, I credit my dad to all of that stuff. I mean, the love of the game. This baseball has been the most consistent thing in my life outside of baseball. And, you know, it's what a blessing this game has been to me and my life and my family. And, I mean, I tell you what, my family, from my dad, my grandparents, both granddads, my brother, my sister, I mean, we've all found a way to play baseball or softball or something, so it's definitely in the family.
Yeah, and you, as Posey flies out to left, got under that ball, jammed a little bit. You told us that your grandfather, you've had to convert from a Dodger fan.
Yeah, that was quite a story there. It's kind of ironic how I grew up, you know, following my dad and my grandfather, and everything that they did, I wanted to do exactly just like them. So they were Dodgers fans, and I kind of was grown up that way, and brought up that way, and it just, I mean.
And then you're picked by the Giants.
That's what's funny about it. I got drafted by the Giants, and I mean, my dad was so excited. He understood just an opportunity was what all that mattered to me most. But I called my grandpa, and I was like, "Hey, Grandpa, I got drafted." And his exact words, "Well, I'm so proud of you, mijo. On what team?" My answer was exactly, "Well, that's the thing." And he goes, he knew right away. "No, anybody but them, anybody but the Giants." And I was like, "Yeah, well, Grandpa, it is what it is, right?" And sure enough, as the time's gone by, let's just say I've seen him wearing a Giants shirt or two, or a Giants hat, or orange and black here and there.
2 balls and a strike on Hunter Pence, who flied to center his first time up. 1 out, nobody on. And Pfister, breaking ball is nasty. A swing and a miss. Did you see that? Were you in the dugout when that ball went off the head of Doug Pfister?
Yes. Oh, what a scary moment. You don't ever want to see that, that's for sure. But very glad he's fine. I mean, especially for him and his health, you know. But, I mean, like in baseball, you never really know what's going to happen next, and that's definitely an example of that.
2 balls, 2 strikes. With 1 out, nobody on. You guys... First of all, I saw you walking around in the clubhouse with like a wrestling mask on earlier today. You guys have more fun in your clubhouse. Wilson's bouncing around, and I mean, that look on your face, that's, you guys, I don't see any or feel any stress from you all, even though these games are in the World Series. Is that accurate?
Oh, definitely. We're just having fun. Motto of our team is play for the guy next to you. The smile on my teammates' face matters more than the smile on my face, and any way to contribute, any way to put that smile on their faces, it really matters to us. And I mean, what a fun ride it really has been. Oh!
That's goodness.
See, you got excited, sorry guys.
No, that's all right.
But you see the excitement here. We all believe that we're just a legitimate team. We may not be the most talented or have the biggest names or whatnot, but we're a solid group of guys. We care about each other, and there's no personal time to shine. You know, I mean, that's not what we're seeking. We all just want to be as good as we can be, and we understand that as a group, all successes come, really, you know, that's what comes first, you know, and I mean, what better way to go out as world champs, right? You know, so we're trying to be that.
Hunter Pence has run the count full. Pfister's trying to get him to chase. And now a 3-2 pitch from Doug Pfister to Pence. Off the hands, it's a foul ball, and what an effort. But out of the reach of Prince Fielder.
Yeah, that ball did not have enough hang time. Prince appears to be all right. But once again, he is a big, big man. And he took a hard tumble with that slide.
What an athletic man, that's for sure.
Yeah, Sergio, he's a big guy, but he's an unbelievable athlete.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I definitely give him credit for everything that he's done, that's for sure.
Prince couldn't get to it, so the at-bat continues. The count's still full. And Pfister gives Prince a moment to get collected over at first base with 1 out in the inning. Nobody on, no score, fourth. Frame of game number 2. Here's a 3-2. And a fly ball into center. Back is Jackson on the run. 2 out. Nice play by Austin Jackson going back to get it. Now we've kind of coined this whole thing, Sergio, Romo bombing or photo bombing. You got Pablo Sandoval earlier tonight.
Definitely got him earlier. I mean, I'm getting everybody really. Starting a trend. I don't really know what the purpose is of it. It's just being silly. You know, this is just another side of the goofiness that I can bring to the table, I guess. And I mean, come on, I feel like a little kid every day. Every day I'm hearing. What a blessing.
That's it. A 1-2-3 inning. Sergio, thanks. We may see you later tonight.
You guys already know.
All right. He's a beauty. Great guy. Sergio Romo. He's been having fun. No score after 4, game 2. Back after this from your local Fox station.
Don't miss the Kitchen Nightmare season premiere.
Shut your face.
Tomorrow on Fox.
Hiring a lawyer is not a popularity contest. And quite honestly, I'm not here to be popular. I'm here to get you results. So if you want experienced and aggressive representation following an accident, just call PENDAS or go to pendaslaw.com.
Today's the day my seat turns into a safe. Today's the day I carry the team on my shoulders. Today's the day I will watch the sunset in a different time zone.
Today's the day to get a great deal on the very affordable Dodge Journey. Now get a low-mileage lease on the 2012 Dodge Journey SXT front-wheel drive for $249 a month for well-qualified lessees.
This is one of the hardest places, the gold mine. There's a lot of history of people coming here and losing their fortune and losing their minds.
Okay, sports fans, put your game face on. It's the Built Ford Tough Sales Event. Ford F-150 with EcoBoost, smash mouth V8 power with long yardage V6 fuel efficiency. The best combination of torque and fuel economy. It's the dual threat the competition can't match. Check out Ford F-150 with EcoBoost. Touchdown, baby.
Now drive F-150 with 0% financing for 60 months plus $3,000 in savings. Or choose $7,500 in total savings. See your Southern Ford dealer.
The Toyota Camry has never settled for second best. Its numbers have always stood out from the pack. And if you think it's better than the competition on paper, wait till you get it on the road. The one, the only, Toyota Camry. Redefining the class once again.
Right now, lease a new 2012 Camry for $199 a month for 24 months. Plus, your maintenance is covered with Toyota Care for 2 years.
Okay, so you've just had a slip and fall. You're lost. You don't know what to do. Look, it's okay. Here's your answer. Just call PENDAS. Call us at 407-352-3535 or visit pendaslaw.com.
Let's talk Fox College football as we go to the 5th inning. No score. Here's Aaron Andrews.
Well, Joe, Foxtoberfest continues on Saturday afternoon. We have number 14 Texas Tech taking on number 3 Kansas State. Of course, Eddie, Joey, and I will have the studio show for you at 3 p.m. Eastern. We have a good matchup, and obviously big talk in college football right now is Colin Klein, the quarterback for Kansas State. They're calling him Optimus Klein, and we can see how much he can get everybody putting their votes in for him for the Heisman. He did a good job against Geno Smith in West Virginia last week on our air.
All right, great. Thank you, Aaron. That's on Saturday. And then good NFL matchups on Sunday. As Delman Young swings through a pitch and he's in the hole 0-2. Delman doubled his first time up. There's the matchup. 3 Eastern, 12 Pacific. Texas Tech and K-State. Here's an 0-2. Young goes after it and strikes out. That's number 6 on the night for Madison Bumgarner, and this start couldn't be going any better for number 40.
A lot of people think that control is throwing strikes, but control is throwing a ball when you need to. Ahead 0-2, 6 strikeouts now for Bumgarner.
1 out in the inning for Johnny Peralta, who popped up. Did so with a runner at second. 1 out back in the second. That was the best scoring chance tonight for the Tigers. Fielder led off, was hit by a pitch. Then the double down the line by Young. The relay got Prince Fielder at the plate. And the biggest chance for the Giants against Pfister was when they loaded the bases but had Bumgarner at the plate, and he popped into shallow left. Strike 1 on Johnny Peralta. First 2 games, 8 innings combined, 10 earned runs. He lost Game 2 of the division series against Cincinnati 9-0, and then Game 1 of the NLCS 6-4. Could not go 5 innings in either start. Here's a pop-up into right, and Pence drifting makes the catch. 2 out. Our video game summary is presented by Windows 8. And it's that play at the plate. And the relay from Blanco to Scudero to Posey. And you see the good tag to get it on the left leg, left hip of Prince Fielder to keep it scoreless. Here's Garcia. 2 hits each side. Garcia struck out his first time. Avisail stole 23 bases, along with hitting 14 home runs, hit just under 300 in the minors. He swings right through that one, strike 1.
25 years old, and he signed 5 years ago with the Tigers. At 16 years old. That is the age limit to sign Latin American players. 16.
Up and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Garcia trying to get something started with 2 out here in the 5th.
Kind of an Andy Pettit look.
Off the hands, good pitch. Scudero gets the out. And another 1-2-3 inning for Madison Bumgarner in what's turned into a pitcher's duel here in Game 2 of the World Series. Halfway through it, no score.
It's time to get away and head to Malibu. Time to experience the all-new 2013 Chevrolet Malibu LS. Reimagined from the ground up with 10 airbags and the reassurance of OnStar, standard for 6 months. This is the new Malibu. Already an IIHS 2012 top safety pick. And now with low lease programs, a Malibu state of mind has never been easier to get to, no matter what state you live in.
The new Droid Razr M by Motorola with 4G LTE speed and a big screen that's fit for your hand. Say hello to the full screen phone.
On November 2nd,
welcome to Game Central Station.
Wreck-It Ralph is bringing everyone together.
This is so exciting!
Kids, grown-ups, soldiers, ghosts, Hubert.
But you think they'll stop there?
Yes!
Wrong!
And zombies.
A zombie.
Disney's Wreck-It Ralph is spectacular. Rolling Stone calls it imaginative.
And?
Hilarious. Destined to be a classic. Wow. Wreck-It Ralph.
What's this joystick do?
Okay, good.
Let's try that again.
November 2nd, rated PG.
At Jennie-O, we think some things are worth getting up early for, like a better breakfast. So on August 8th, we woke up a sleepy town to show that eating well can be easy and delicious with Jennie-O turkey, bacon, and sausage, cooked thoroughly to 165.
Definitely very good.
It's excellent.
This is delicious.
Makes me want to eat breakfast more.
It's time for a better breakfast.
I can't stop eating this.
Make the switch. Look for Jennie-O at a store near you.
It's not a journey. Every journey ends, but we go on. The world turns and we turn with it. Plans disappear. Dreams take over. But wherever I go, there you are. My luck, my fate, my fortune. Chanel number 5. Inevitable.
At Macy's.
The World Series is sponsored by the completely redesigned 2013 Chevrolet Malibu. That's one way to get a view.
Without a ticket.
And a comparison of the two starters. Pfister back to work, bottom of the 5th, no score. Each side with 2 hits. That's it. Well, last night, thanks to Tim, Barry Manilow was trending on Twitter.
I heard.
And Kenny Rosenthal, what's going on after our little chat with Sergio Romo?
Well, Mr. Romo is now trending worldwide, and there are quite a number of people out there who enjoyed his stylings during that inning.
Here is Pfister off the mound to get the out, and thankfully for Detroit, Fielder was able to get his arm back close to his body and out of the way of Gregor Blanco, who tried to bunt his way on. That was dangerous.
Watch Fielder pick it and bring his left arm back. Hit out of the way.
And Doug Pfister just showed us, and the bunt wasn't that good, but Doug Pfister just showed us a little bit of what Jim Leyland talked about. He said he is our best fielding pitcher, even though he's a big guy, 6'8". He bounces off the mound and made that play. Here's Crawford. He takes over below ball 1. Brandon walked his first time. Bumgarner on deck. Good game, game 2. 2-0.
Again, with different counts, you try to do different things as a hitter. With the pitcher coming up, Crawford will be trying to pull the ball, looking for something inside, like that.
And it's 2-1. Pfister just peeking over that glove as well. Brings home a 2-1 to Brandon Crawford. Got the outside corner, 2-2. Well framed by Laird, the catcher. And with 1 out, nobody on, Crawford is jammed and he fouls it. The direction of Jim Leyland, who is working on a 1-year deal. General Manager Dave Dombrowski, who we showed earlier, said, I told Jim he's welcome back. There was a time during the season when this big payroll, the Tigers weren't in first place, that wasn't a done deal. But basically, Dombrowski has said that if Jim Leyland wants to come back, he'll be the Tiger manager in 2013. Here's a 2-2. That's down toward where Sergio Romo was earlier, and now Guillermo Mota is over there. But he wasn't alone.
Ball in that third base dugout from left-handed batters. They're always aware. Right-handers, no chance. But left-handers, you've got to be alive, and they were.
Aaron Andrews down there as well. And her shadow, Jimmy Delmonico. JD. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Just outside a full count. With one out, Crawford checks on Peralta. Has to wait on it. Low throw, but out. 2 gone. Madison Bumgarner, who popped a couple of home runs this season, was 11 of 68, 0 for 3 this postseason. Walks in. Madison had a chance with the bases loaded, 2 out his last time, but popped out into shallow left. Peralta went out to grab it, the shortstop. Here's a 1-0 from Pfister. See, Bumgarner can swing the bat. 1-1.
A couple of home runs for Madison this year. He has power.
Breaking ball stays inside. It's 2-1. Switch hitting Pagan on deck. Pfister right in on the fists, and it's a 2-2 count.
Pfister not showing any ill effects from that line drive, that hit him on the right side of the head back in the 2nd inning. Nice to see.
That foul tip got Laird. And the count's still 2-2. He's thrown 54 pitches since he got hit in the head on that line drive back up the middle by Blanco. And he has brought his usual good stuff with him to the park. If you're just joining us, back in the 2nd, Doug Pfister delivered a pitch, and Blanco lined one back up the middle, and he tried to get his glove up. The ball glanced off the right side of his head and then into center field for a base hit. They checked on him. He said he was okay, and now he has struck out 3 on the night. Allowed no runs on 2 hits, and that sends us into the 6th. What a game. What a pitching matchup. No score.
Pepsi Max? Really? Bet you're wondering how they got all that Pepsi taste into a 0-calorie cola.
Yeah.
Sir, you have won Pepsi Max for life! Oh!
I'm back, and you're my first guest.
That's rich!
You're gonna be famous, kid.
Every day, men and women of the U.S. military dedicate their lives to protecting our freedom. This is our chance to say thanks. Upload a photo or a message of support to bankofamerica.com/troopthanks. When you send a message of thanks, Bank of America will donate $1 to Wounded Warrior Project to help show our injured service members and veterans we care.
Layaway's back, right?
Yep. You can pay a little at a time.
Our boys, husband, sister's boys, play cousins. I'm just getting started. Woo!
Shop now and put it on layaway so you have more time to pay. Walmart.
This World Series, if a player steals a base, Taco Bell's not just giving America any taco, they're giving everyone a free Doritos Locos taco. Start running. Steal a base, steal a taco.
Shore, 5-6 West Phoenix. 1008, 1009, Dallas, Denver, Anaheim. 35,023, Puget Sound, and Miami.
The World Series is sponsored by Walmart. Layaway is back at Walmart on select items now through December 14th, and by Bank of America, the official bank of Major League Baseball. Zeros on each side. Nothing with Laird, Pfister, and Austin Jackson coming up. Bumgarner's been great tonight. He's done a lot of that. First pitch strikes as he is ahead on the count to Laird. That is just down and away, a ball and a strike.
Things are so difficult to adjust in the postseason. You don't have the time nor the luxury, but Dave Righetti, the pitching coach of the Giants, has just done a very good job with his 23-year-old left-hander.
That's backing out of play, and a left-hander who, since 2009, when he came up at the age of 20, has the 5th best ERA in baseball among left-handed starters. Another strikeout, number 7. And that's how the 6th inning begins. You can join Major League Baseball in helping those veterans who have done so much to help us. Log on to welcomebackveterans.org for more information on how you can make a difference. Bagram Airfield in Afghanistan, that's a live shot. And hopefully taste of home and some normalcy for the women and men serving overseas.
Earlier in the game, we had a shot of them, and they were doing the wave. It's great.
Here is Pfister, throws right, bats left, and takes low ball 1. That all transpired after one of the more moving ceremonial first pitches that we've seen in a long time. That's down and away, 2-0. Nicholas Kimmel, 22-year-old, corporal in the U.S. Marine Corps from Washington. Graduated high school in 2008, so you're reminded how young these men and women are. Here's a ground ball to Scudero. And that's out number 2 here in the 6th inning. Joined the Marines, Nicholas did, in September of 2008. 4 years of service, and he is a triple amputee with the great Willie Mays, Barry Zito, Sergio Romo, who caught the pitch, which he does every day here in San Francisco. Nicholas was injured December 1st last year while on his 2nd tour of duty in Afghanistan. Lost both legs, his left arm in a blast. And he's great friends to Barry Zito, Matt Cain, Javier Lopez, and Barry Zito does a lot. Not alone on this Giants team, but a lot for veterans coming back home. So a Purple Heart recipient, Nicholas Kimmel, with a great first pitch. Through a strike.
Down the middle.
Yeah, through a strike. With 2 out, nobody on. Here's a 2-0. Jackson, strike 1. Barry Zito has a foundation, strikeouts for troops. He started 7 years ago. Been providing the comforts of home and lifting the spirits and morale of wounded troops. And so good for him, and a nice moment for Nicholas Kimmel. Before World Series game number 2. That's down the line, but that is foul. Into the corner, 2-2. Austin Jackson hit 16 home runs during the regular season.
He was sitting on that inside fastball then to try to give Detroit the lead.
Instead, he could become the 8th strikeout victim for Bumgarner. The 2-2. Up. Then a full count. With 2 out. That's low. And the first walk issued by Bumgarner in this game. Keeps the top of the 6th inning alive for Infante. Coming into tonight, San Francisco Giants pitching over the last 4 games has gone 4-0, obviously, but an ERA of 1. And an opponent's batting average against of 201. Zito's been a big part of that. Made 2 of the starts over those last 4 games. Started tonight on regular rest. That is a foul ball. And we'll see if Austin Jackson wants to do any running during this at bat with Infante at the plate.
I don't think so. He has not stolen a base against a left-hander this year. 12 stolen bases. He's been caught 9 times. The odds are against him. Bumgarner has already picked off 1 runner tonight, and that was Omar Infante.
Omar's at the plate with 2 out. The 0-1. Ripped down into the corner, but foul. Strike 2. And we've seen a couple of hard hit balls. The last 2 batters, the 2 right-handed batters, pulled foul down the line.
Yeah, Joe, 3rd time through the lineup. So the right-handed batters for the Tigers look for them to look for that inside fastball that's been so successful for Bumgarner tonight. The deeper you go, the tougher it is to pitch to these guys.
Strikeout ends the inning. Number 8 on the night, 2 in the frame. And we go into the bottom of the 6th inning as we thank our troops in Afghanistan and around the world. World Series Game 2 scoreless after 5.5.
Fail, Droid powers through. Introducing the new Droid Razr Max HD by Motorola. Now more than ever, Droid does.
This World Series, if a player steals a base, Taco Bell's not just giving America any taco, they're giving everyone a free Doritos Locos taco. Start running. Steal a base, steal a taco.
All eyes right here. This is our year. I thought it was last year. Turns out I was wrong. None of us would walk in here and settle. That's how we are. I forgot what I was going to say. Patrick, I want 100% commitment. Because I care, man, okay? Who are we? What the heck is going on in here? Sorry, Coach. I just got a little carried away. All right. I think we're good.
For a chance to be in the locker room on game day and more, join Visa NFL fan offers and make your season epic.
Eddie, I brought you stuff.
You don't have to do this.
I do.
I want you to keep this.
It'd be weird. Take care.
You too.
So how did it go?
He's upset.
Spend less time at gas stations with best-in-class fuel economy. It's our most innovative Ultima ever.
Now get a $199 per month lease on a 2013 Nissan Altima.
Oh, there you go. I'm gonna stand up to her.
No, you're not.
I know.
You know, Ronnie, folks who save hundreds of dollars switching to Geico sure are happy. How happy are they, Jimmy?
Happier than a witch in a broom factory.
Get happy. Get Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Yeah, you can be the greatest. You can be the best. You can be the King Kong banging on your chest. Some will call it practice. Some will call it luck. But either way, you're going to the history book. Standing in the Hall of Fame. And the world's gonna know your name. You're going to the history book. Standing in the Hall of Fame.
Have a great day, whatever you're gonna do.
As we welcome you back to the bottom of the 6th inning, game 2. Doug Fister delivers ball 1 to Angel Pagan, top of the lineup for the Giants. Ryan Biederman and Victor Gonzalez put those videos together for us night after night during October, and nobody does it better than those two. 1 ball, 1 strike on Angel Pagan, who was struck out, grounded out. Scudero next, and then Sandoval. Here's a 1-1. Goes around the plate. Ball 2. Fister can't do much better. He's allowed no runs on 2 hits, struck out 3, walked 1. That is just up. And it's 3-1.
So far, Joe, Doug Fister's done a good job of pitching downhill. When you pitch downhill, you get the ball down. And at 6'8", it's more difficult for Doug than other pitchers.
Here is his 3-1 on the inside part of full count. We have seen many examples, and Pagan has specifically, of that good late movement that Fister features. His 3-2 is slashed foul.
It's not a sinking fastball. It's a tailing fastball. There's a big difference.
Into center. Back is Jackson, and to his right, well in front of the track, he has out number 1, and Pagan 0 for 3 tonight. He had a real good at bat last night, which could get overlooked. Yes, the ball did hit the bag on that chopper, but it was at the end of a good at bat against Verlander. Then Scudero got a base hit to score Pagan. Sandoval hit his 2nd of 3 home runs the other way to left.
With 2 strikes, you keep fouling them off till you catch a break.
Scudero, strike 1. Marco's grounded out twice. That is a foul ball. Strike 2. Geico in-game box score for the Giants. Only 2 hits. Posey had a leadoff base hit to right in the 2nd. And Blanco is the one who lined a ball back off the right side of the head of Doug Fister and into center. By the way, he brought up the name of Brandon McCarthy during the replays of that, and he tweeted that he's doing fine.
Oh, that's great.
From our social media hawk, Ken Rosenthal. Here's the 0-2. I think Fister put that right where he wanted, and Scudero didn't go after it.
You could hear Dan Iasonia say that ball was outside, just barely.
Still 1-2.
I'll tell you, Joe, you made mention of it a couple of innings ago. These umpires are on point tonight. They are honed in.
Another 1-2. Breaking ball in the dirt. Smothered by Laird. 2-2. Scudero is grounded to short 2 times. That 11-game hitting streak is on the line as we get deeper into this game. Gets under it, pops it up left side, and Cabrera's got to play. 2 out. Here comes Panda.
Third baseman, number 48, Pablo Sandoval.
We had a great talk with Bruce Bochy before the game about Sandoval, who only had 3 at-bats in the World Series 2 Octobers ago. During that season, he got really heavy to the point where he couldn't move around very well. Then that offseason, he really went to work on his body, and last year had a great year. Bruce Bochy said we're going to get after him again this upcoming offseason so he can shed some weight leading into 2013. But right now we're just letting him go. And whereas he'd been working out before and after games, doing a lot of cardio, he has not been doing that during the postseason. And he's been hot. And he gets a base hit into right with 2 out in the 6th. Bochy said maybe not doing some of that cardio before and after games has allowed him to be a little fresher. And he is swinging like it here over the last 11 games.
Yeah, Joe, with that body type, he's just got to do a lot more work than most people to stay fit and trim, or as much as he can. 3rd hit of the game for the Giants.
And it brings in Buster Posey. As Drew Smiley, the left-hander, gets loose. He was a big part of the Game 1 win in extra innings at Yankee Stadium in the ALCS. Here's Posey. Breaking ball is low. So over 100 pitches on the night. Pitch number 101 extended this frame on the base hit by Sandoval. Strike 1. Let's go down to Ken Rosenthal. More on Pablo.
Well, Joe, Pablo Sandoval received more than 300 text messages last night after his 3-homer game. But his favorite one came from his mom, who was watching at a family barbecue in Puerto Cabello, Venezuela. First, after his first home run, she was happy. After his second, she was crying. And after his third, she said, "Don't stop dreaming like this. Don't wake up."
Thanks, Kenny.
Yeah, that kind of goes for the Giants. Don't wake up. Rely on your instincts. Don't think too much.
2 balls and a strike. And now Sergio Romo has added a glove just in case. 2 foul balls whistled down at the end of the bench. Good pitch, strike 2, 2-2.
Sergio's already caught a first pitch tonight. He loves to do that. You talked about it earlier. He badgers Bruce Bochy. He wants to catch the first pitch every night.
Meaning the ceremonial first pitch.
Yeah, right.
1 on, 2 out, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that is just inside. And not only did Pfister start to walk away, so did 3 of the infielders, thinking this was strike 3.
Yeah, it was well inside. Laird is setting up outside, and the ball stayed in off the plate.
Good strike zone discipline shown by Dan Iasonia, the plate umpire tonight. Runner will go. 3-2 pitch. We'll do it again. So Pablo getting his cardio in now.
I think the only thing that'll score Sandoval is a ball in the gap. And for that reason, the Tigers' defense in the outfield playing about 3 or 4 steps deeper than they normally would. Cut down on that ball in the gap.
Runner at first, 2 out, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Jammed him. Shallow left, and in comes Delman Young to end the inning. Had to come a long way. Giants have stranded 4. Still no score. Back after this from your local Fox station.
Kevin Bacon in a groundbreaking new thriller. The following this January on Fox.
Get a McDonald's premium roast coffee.
So this is a hotel.
The front desk said anything we can do to make your morning better.
We did say that, didn't we?
Make your morning better with a small premium roast coffee for just $1.
Barack Obama talked tough on Chinese debt.
You can't take out a credit card from the Bank of China.
Then Obama needed more debt to finance his stimulus. Now we owe billions more to China, and Obama's given China a free pass to keep manipulating its currency, undercutting U.S. manufacturers. Even Democrats say Obama's policy is wrong, costing American jobs. The more Obama borrows from China, the more we'll have to bow to China. American Crossroads is responsible for the content of this advertising.
I am super single and ready to mingle.
I think we're all single.
Dan, Big D. Mom's giving you the thumbs up.
There's a TV back there. You can switch places.
I have a pet goat.
I'm reading your mind.
Used to play football.
Hey, what do you think of that girl over there? Animal impressions. Beaver. So, do you want my number?
Hi, I'm Jake.
I was just looking at a Ford.
Oh, you were?
What you drive can say a lot about you. Like Ford Edge, now at $3,500 total cash back. Or lease an Edge or Explorer for just $229 a month. See your Southern Ford dealer.
Only Mazda is so obsessed with the future of driving that it's revolutionizing everything. SkyActiv technology makes vehicles stronger with a top safety pick and more fuel efficient, like the 40 mpg Highway Mazda 3, without compromising performance. We build Mazdas. What do you drive? Now get the 2012 Mazda 3 with SkyActiv technology for 0% APR for 60 months.
A little extra money in your pocket. Technology at your fingertips. Dependability that you don't even have to think about. What else do you really want in your car? Yeah, I can't think of anything either. The 2013 Toyota Corolla. Right now, lease the new 2013 Toyota Corolla for only $169 a month. Plus, get 2 years of complimentary maintenance with Toyota Care.
Where's Mommy and Daddy? Sometimes your Mommy and Daddy need alone time.
Share 2 tasty sausage McMuffin with egg sandwiches for just $3.33.
The most feared hitter in the game, Miguel Cabrera, will lead it off for the Tigers in the 7th. Fielder will follow, and then Delman Young, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Bumgarner has handled Cabrera so far. When we were talking about Bochy, when he made his decision to give Bumgarner a start in this World Series, he said, well, how did you go about that? And talk to him and gauge the confidence that the 23-year-old left-hander had. Comes the first pitch to Cabrera. Outside ball 1, because Bumgarner, after that Game 1 start in the NLCS, didn't like his stuff and did not sound confident. Didn't sound as confident as Bruce Bochy was in him. And Bochy, during the off day, said, I'm going to give you a start unless you're scared. And Bumgarner said, I'm not scared. Give me the ball.
Bruce knew that, too.
Here's a 1-0. 2-0.
This is the most dangerous situation he's been in thus far. He was 2-0 to Cabrera the last time up. Cabrera lined to third. Sandoval on the line, by the way, to protect against the extra base hit.
Here's a 2-0. In for strike 1. No action for the Giants in their bullpen. Smiley and Dotel, lefty and a righty, getting ready for the Tigers in their pen. Here's a 2-1. Got it by him. 90 miles per hour from Bumgarner. It's 2-2. He has struck out 8. And Cabrera With that good plate coverage, fouls it back, still 2-2.
That's why he doesn't strike out that much. He struck out 98 times this year. For a man with that much power, 44 home runs, that is not a lot of strikeouts. And it's because he stays alive on tough pitches. That was a nasty pitch on the outside corner. Cabrera's still there.
So another 2-2 pitch. Cabrera gets time. Miguel with 44 home runs during the regular season leans back from ball 3. Still only 29 years old is Miguel Cabrera. What's it going to be on 3-2? Popped up, back and out of play. Another 3-2 is fouled away by Cabrera. Next pitch will be the 9th of this at bat. On 3-2, just outside, and Posey popped up like he was going to throw it around the horn. Instead, it's a leadoff walk.
9 pitches, and here they are. The first 2 miss outside. 2-0, 2-1, 2-2. Fouls it off, takes a ball. 3-2, fouls 2 off. Just low.
And Bruce Bochy thought that was strike 3 instead of ball 4. Now Fielder trying to pump one out of here, strike 1.
Triple Crown winners get that pitch. That 3-2 pitch just low.
Big swing by Prince Fielder, who protected last year's MVP Ryan Braun in Milwaukee and protected in the lineup potential MVP in Miguel Cabrera. That's back to Bumgarner. Out. Got them both.
With the left-handed hitter up and chances of him pulling the ball, the shortstop is covering. One hopper to Bumgarner. Easy 1-6-3 double play.
And Madison is now 1 out away from pitching 7 innings here tonight. 7 shutout innings as he deals with Delman Young. Delman has doubled. He has the only extra base hit of this game. That was in his first at bat in the 2nd. He struck out his next time up. Think about this World Series. Because of the rest, Detroit had their pitching lined up with Verlander for game 1. They could line it up any way they wanted. The Giants went 7 games with St. Louis, and they had to start with Zito and now give another start to Bumgarner as Young fouls it away. They kept Lincecum in the bullpen. He was another option. But now the Giants, when we go to Detroit, have Vogelsong, who's been so good this postseason, and then their ace, Matt Cain against Sanchez and Scherzer in games 4 and 5.
Yeah, in game 3, the Giants are more in order for the rest of the series.
Here is a 1-1. Instead, Bumgarner stops, and he wants a different baseball.
Sometimes that ball becomes so slick, you feel that, and obviously best to get rid of it.
Verlander in game 1 went only 4 innings. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Young, left side. Crawford stays down on it, gets the out. And what a job tonight by the 23-year-old left-hander Madison Bumgarner. 7 shutout innings. And our Nikon replay, we focus on the Tigers, who have lost 2 on the bases. Fielder at the plate. Infante caught stealing when he left too soon. Cabrera with a line drive that was smoked but caught by Pablo Sandoval. It's been close, but no runs for Detroit. Down 1 game to nothing. And here in the top of the 7th inning, Bumgarner, after the leadoff walk, gets Fielder to hit into a 1-6-3 double play. Let's now go to the public address announcer, Rennell Brooks-Moon, for the introduction of God Bless America.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your caps as we honor America and our military troops around the world with the singing of God Bless America. Please welcome, from the Rescue Wing Base out of Moffett Field, Staff Sergeant Dan Olivas.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
At Jenny O, we think some things are worth getting up early for, like a better breakfast. So on August 8th, we woke up a sleepy town to show that eating well can be easy and delicious with Jenny O turkey, bacon, and sausage, cooked thoroughly to 165.
Definitely very good.
It's excellent.
This is delicious.
Makes me want to eat breakfast more.
It's time for a better breakfast.
I can't stop eating this.
Make the switch. Look for Jenny O at a store near you.
It's time to get away and head to Malibu. Time to experience the all-new 2013 Chevrolet Malibu LS. Reimagined from the ground up with 10 airbags and the reassurance of OnStar, standard for 6 months. This is the new Malibu. Already an IIHS 2012 top safety pick. And now with low lease programs, a Malibu state of mind has never been easier to get to, no matter what state you live in.
In a hole in the ground, there lived a hobbit.
The world is not in your books and maps. It's out there.
What? No.
Have you done much fighting? Thought as much.
The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey. This film is not yet rated. Advance tickets on sale November 7th. In theaters December 14th.
Old Navy has a bold idea for fall. The little black dress is going green and blue. Pour on the color and let's paint the town purple. Get ready for ravishing red and pretty pink. But wait, what do the fashion critics think?
Love it! Me too! What's happening to us? Oh, we're being nice!
Little bold dresses from just $19. Girls from $15. Old Navy. Come fun, come all.
Come on, kid. I'm Drew Brees.
And I'm Harry.
Who?
From One Direction. Platinum album.
Dudes, won the Super Bowl.
On the cover.
MVP.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
If you give him to Pepsi, you can be in the band.
Really?
And live while we're young.
The World Series is sponsored by Pepsi. Crack open a Pepsi and live for now. By Samsung Galaxy Note 2. Phone, tablet, best of both. The next big thing is here. And by the completely redesigned 2013 Chevrolet Malibu. As we go into the bottom of the 7th inning, Don Kelly takes over in left field. So after that last out and the final at bat by Delman Young, he's taken out, and the Tigers improve their defense as Pfister is still in the ballgame, and he deals low with pitch number 109 for ball 1 to Pence.
Well, speaking of defense, Prince Fielder is back at first base, and part of Hunter Pence's game is the push bunt to the right side.
1 ball, 1 strike.
He has struggled for a game and a half. He's 0 for 6 with 3 strikeouts, and has not looked good against Doug Pfister.
Nine of 54 this postseason is Pence, and now he's in the hole 1 and 2. On deck is Belt. The bullpen is Smiley and Dotel. Bottom of the 7th inning, no score, and that is just down and away. Pence is a free swinger, was able to lay off 2 and 2. The next. That's foul. You got the left-handed hitting Belt, and then Blanco, then Crawford. So that's why the Tigers have Drew Smiley up yet again. Here's a 2-2. Ground ball, base hit, left field. And Pence is on to start the 7th. We'll see if that's it for Doug Pfister. That base hit will chase the Tigers starter. Gets the game scoreless into the bottom of the 7th. He survived that line drive that caught him on the right side of his head. But he leaves with a man on, nobody out. And the lefty Drew Smiley takes over.
Now that's what I call a test run. Silverado, the most dependable, longest lasting full-size pickups on the road. So what do you think?
I'll take it.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Just announced additional $750 bonus cash on a 2012 Chevy Silverado All-Star. Trade up to get a total value of $8,750. Bonus cash ends October 31st.
Good morning, Captain Whitaker. He's 102 souls on board.
Let's get them tucked in. We're ready to push.
You saved a lot of lives.
We are in a dive.
You're a hero, man.
You had alcohol in your system. That could be life in prison.
It's a lie, Whip.
I drank the night before the flight.
You saved my mom.
We're gonna stop power!
No one could land that plane like I did.
Flight, rated R, November 2nd.
No matter how hard you try, pictures just don't do it justice. The Doritos Locos Tacos, taking tacos where no one thought they'd go.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the Office of the Commissioner of Baseball, may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent.
Doug Fister pitched great. Again, his third strong start of this postseason. But if he gets a decision, it can only be a loss as he leaves with a runner at first, nobody out. Gets a hug from his pitching coach, Jeff Jones, and now the Tigers make a switch in pitchers. Genio invites you to switch to Turkey. And it's Drew Smiley, the rookie left-hander, who was the winner in Game 1 of the ALCS. With 2 shutout innings, allowing just a hit. And the extra inning win. Ball 1 up and away to Brandon Belt.
Is it a surprise that he's not bunting? No. He has never laid down a sacrifice in his professional career.
Yet he looks down at Tim Flannery, the third base coach, with the go-ahead run at first. Nobody out. Here comes a 1-0 pitch. Down and away, 2-0. Left-handers hit .224 off Smiley, who was on the DL 2 times this season. Santiago Casilla getting ready. Hunter Pence wants to run. Belt comes up empty, 2-1.
Good pitch to hit, 2-0. Knew the fastball was coming. The ball a little bit low. Probably ball 3.
Here is a 2-1 pitch from Smiley. That's right side, foul ball. First base umpire, Field and Colbreth right behind Prince Fielder, yelling out foul.
Watch the arms go up. Foul.
So the count now 2-2. Belt is struck out, lined out. Now dealing with a left-hander. 2-2 pitch. Had him reaching for it again. On deck is the left-handed hitting Blanco. Giants have a bench with right-handed batters Arias, Nady, and Terrio. Switch hitter is Hector Sanchez, the other catcher. Here's a 2-2. Upstairs, a full count.
Interesting situation. You have Hunter Pence, a base stealing threat at first base. But you have Brandon Belt, who could swing through a fastball, even though he knows it's coming.
So will they start Pence? Not going on ball 4. And it's 2 on with nobody out here in the 7th inning.
Now you're going to see the bunt with Blanco.
And here comes Jeff Jones, the pitching coach. Took over last July full-time as the man in charge of the staff for Jim Leyland.
I think what Jeff Jones is out there to do is to talk to the infielders as much as the pitcher. If you're a left-handed pitcher, when you release the ball, you break toward the line, knowing the first baseman's going to follow you, and the first baseman, Prince Fielder, has your back. So throw the ball, break toward the line. He's talking to Miguel Cabrera about what Cabrera does, as Blanco will try to bunt the ball down the third baseline.
Saw that graphic, Game 3 on Saturday night on the air, 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. after a travel day tomorrow when Vogelsong takes on Sanchez. Well, here you go. No score. Bottom of the 7th inning. 2 on, nobody out. Blanco at the plate. Ball 1.
Blanco will try to bunt the ball hard down the third baseline to make Cabrera field the ball.
Here is a 1-0. That's ball 2. And Drew Smiley has been a starter, still learning the bullpen, is right into the heat of this World Series as he's fallen behind Gregor Blanco, who's up there to bunt. The bunt, foul. You think about where the Tigers are, Tim, in this bullpen. This is where a guy like Jim Leland earns his money, as they've now had to reconfigure the back end of this bullpen. With Phil Cope taking over as the closer, he's got Benoit, another guy who could from the right side, even Dotel. But because Valverde's been so ineffective, it changes everybody's role down there.
Benoit has the best stuff. Coke is the hottest pitcher, the left-hander.
Here's a 2-1. That's low. 3-1. And the bunt is going to roll and stay fair. And the bases are loaded on this from Gregor Blanco.
The Giants continue to make their breaks. We talked about it in the opening. The ball hits the bag last night. A double for Pagan. He scores, and now a ball that seemingly was going foul stays fair. Man.
Now the bases are loaded with nobody out for Crawford. Ball 1 up and in from Smiley. Here is a 1-0. To the second baseman, out at second, out at first, a run scores, and the Giants lead 1-0 in game 2. No RBI, but the first run has crossed the plate, and it was Hunter Pence who got the inning started with a base hit.
You might say, why not play the infield in if you're Jim Leland? The odds are against. So you play for the double play, even though a run will score, and even though it's the 7th inning.
Now it's Terrio. Runner at third, 2 out. 1-0 Giants. Ball 1 inside.
Had you played the infield in that situation, unless the ball is back to the pitcher, you're not going to get a double play. You get 1 out. So that's why Leland had the infield in double play depth and not in.
Garcia getting ready, it looks like, for the 8th inning. Peralta, Garcia, and Laird come to the plate. Time called at the plate as the Giants tried to add to their lead. It's up to Terrio. He's 2 out of 5, 3 RBIs this postseason. A strike, and it's 1-1. Here is a 1-1. Bumgarner's night is finished. He goes 7. No runs allowed on just 2 hits. Walked 2, struck out 8. And what a turnaround performance by the still young left-hander Madison Bumgarner. Here is a 2-1 pitch. 2-2. Here's the next, and just inside a full count. You saw that stat for Bumgarner. That is on the heels, and it's 2 Octobers later of 8 shutout innings in Game 4 of the World Series in 2010.
Terrio with 2 key hits against the Cardinals in the League Championship Series.
A strikeout, and Laird gets hit on the follow-through by Terrio.
That's that backswing of Terrio. Gerald appears to be all right, but the Giants strike for 1.
They do. They get 1, and then you see the bat knock the mask almost off the face of Gerald Laird. Game 2. A bunt that stayed fair, that set it up for Crawford, who drove home the first run of the night. 1-0 San Francisco, up 1-0 as we played through 7.
You are terrible.
I can't see.
Oh, turn up the brightness.
It's already up.
Oh. Sorry, buddy. You know, some of us destroy zombies and some of us feed them.
How am I supposed to win? Your screen is like as big as my phone.
Not everything's about winning.
I like to win.
You like to whine.
Buy any Samsung Galaxy handset, get up to $100 off a second Galaxy handset of the same or lesser price, exclusively at AT&T.
Now this is a party.
What is that? Go.
All right.
Give me some more of that sauce.
No, yeah.
I don't know. I think I might bail. Yeah, it's pretty dead.
One is never enough. New KFC Dip-'Ems. Freshly prepared tenders dipped in irresistible sauces.
This is it. Now this is a party.
Try a 20-piece bucket with 6 sauces. Today tastes so good.
You like who you are, and you learn something along the way. This is the age of knowing what you're made of. So why let erectile dysfunction get in your way? Talk to your doctor about Viagra. 20 million men already have. Ask if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Viagra if you take nitrates for chest pain. It may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Side effects include headache, flushing, upset stomach, and abnormal vision. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. Stop taking Viagra and call your doctor right away if you experience a sudden decrease or loss in vision or hearing. This is the age of taking action. Viagra. Talk to your doctor. See if America's most prescribed ED treatment is right for you.
It's an all-new Alice Scream Fox Tuesday. First, Raising Hope delivers the treats.
I'm one of the village people.
There's no mailman in the village people.
I added a mailman because I deliver the biggest package.
Then Ben and Kate bring on the tricks.
No, that shouldn't be in there.
And New Girl will scare your pants off.
I mean, look at his thighs. They're like fleshy tree trunks.
Plus, the Mindy Project has a costume crisis.
I'm not going on my Halloween date as a urine.
Come on, it's funny, it's edgy.
All new Alice Scream this Tuesday on Fox.
With us at the ballpark tonight, Lucas Neff of the Fox comedy series Raising Hope, joined by Nat Faxon and Echo Kellum of the comedy Ben and Kate. That's Tuesdays on Fox. Santiago Casilla takes over. Bumgarner was great. 7 innings, no runs, 2 hits, 8 strikeouts, 2 walks. Johnny Peralta first up. He's 0 for 2. Strike 1. And this is the part of the game that you talked about leading into game 1 last night. The late inning options for Bruce Bochy out of his bullpen compared to the unknowns that Jim Leland has with his closer Valverde.
I think the 3 left-handers make the Giant bullpen a lot tougher than the Detroit bullpen.
Off the end of the bat, strike 2. One of those left-hander is Jeremy Affeldt. That's out of play right side. It stays 0-2. This San Francisco team, in front of these great fans, have been making so much noise. Lost their first 2 games to Cincinnati at home. Lost game 1 of the NLCS here at home to St. Louis. Then they won game 2. They won game 6 and 7. They won last night, trying to win tonight. Leading by 1, top of the 8th inning, the 0-2. Popped up, and it's Belt. 1 away. This year, 2 lucky consumers won the chance to play with MLB legends through the Pepsi Max Field of Dreams program. Fans voted. The game will be played in the hometown of AL consumer winner Johnny Parati. From Rochester, New York, Parati, his friends, and 5 AL MLB legends will host the NL consumer winner, Stephen Katchmark, from Washington, D.C. Log on to MLB.com/Pepsi Max for details. Frank Thomas, Ricky Henderson in the shot at the end, and with 1 out, nobody on. The batter will be Andy Dirks. Batting for Garcia. With 1 out, nobody on, took a ball. Dirks had a great year with a bat, hit .322. Pinch hit last night, made it out. So 0 for 1 in this World Series, and the count 1-1. Dirks on 1-1, grounds to the right side. There is Scudero. 2 out. And the batter will be Gerald Laird, who's 0 for 2 tonight. Scudero, even though he's been held hitless tonight, has already factored in on that relay to the plate to cut down Prince Fielder back in the second.
Seems like yesterday.
And he has shown great range at second base as this Giants team has gotten so much stronger up the middle. The second half of the season with the addition of Scudero, Crawford's played much better at short. And Pregame is a very good defensive center fielder, and that doesn't even count the guy that starts the action with the signs behind home plate, Buster Posey. That's a strike, and it's 1-1.
When that tag was made by Posey on Prince Fielder in the second inning, nobody realized that that play would be paramount at this time of the game.
Here's a 1-1 ground ball to short. That's Crawford. That's the end of the inning. And more good work from this Giants bullpen and more frustration for the Tigers tonight. Bottom of the 8th inning rolls in. Giants bat game 2, leading 1-0.
You and me at the edge of the world with a pretty secret smile for me to see, Two bright whites and a cage full of ice and a naked little canopy to feed my disease. And if you were to smile
Hey, thanks for the VIP treatment, Kerry. Thanks for saving me all that money on my car insurance, Robert. That's State Farm's discount double check. We dig through your policy, find any hidden savings. That's funny. Before every home game, I used to do an Ivy double check. Really? Yeah, people drop all kinds of stuff in here. Old cell phone, French horn. Andre Dawson? What year is it?
Let State Farm find your hidden savings with a discount double check.
Caught it! Woo!
Get to a better state. State Farm.
On November 2nd, Wreck-It Ralph is finally here.
Hey-yo!
Ralph! Shh, Ralph. What the?
Ralph. Only the best! Wreck-It Ralph? Yeah!
Has a nice ring to it, don't you think?
Rolling Stone calls Wreck-It Ralph hilarious.
But you think they'll stop there?
Yes!
Wrong!
It's remarkable in every way.
And?
You've never seen anything like it.
And?
Shut up and take my quarters.
That is rude, and this conversation is over.
It's out of this world.
You almost blew up the whole mountain.
Right. That's a good note.
Disney's Wreck-It Ralph in 3D November 2nd, rated PG.
At Honda, we know you. We know how you like to move at your own pace. We know how your ears seem to be connected to your feet. And how you don't always see everything coming. Introducing a car that starts with you. The more powerful, more responsive, all-new Honda Accord.
Huge is explosively fast. Huge is a still photo that's set in motion. Huge is shooting full HD movie and stills simultaneously. Huge is a different kind of a Nikon, and it happens to be very, very small. The Nikon 1. Small is now huge. And check out the waterproof, freeze-proof, shockproof Coolpix AW100.
The World Series is sponsored by the Nikon 1, a different kind of Nikon. By Genio Turkey Store. Make the switch. Look for Genio Turkey at a store near you. And by Windows 8. Andy Dirks, who pinch hit, stays in the game in right. It's the only change as Drew Smiley goes back to the hill. Jim Leyland wants Pregame to bat right-handed. First pitch in the dirt. Then you've got the right-handed hitting Scudero. And the switch hitter Sandoval. All 6 of Pablo's home runs this postseason have come batting left-handed. Two 2-0. Pfister is on the hook for the loss if the Tigers don't rally in the 9th. Here's a 2-0. High away from Smiley, 3-0. That's ball 4. And the second walk handed out by Smiley, who asks where that missed. And it's our Nikon replay, the difference in this game. The run that scored in the 7th. Base hit by Pence after a walk. The bunt by Blanco that stayed fair. That loaded the bases, and the double play ball off the bat of Crawford. Played it the only run of the night.
I think Jim Leland's leaving Smiley out there because he knows Scudero's going to bunt, or he's going to take a chance on that. Now he wants Gerald Laird to talk to Smiley to give the right-hander in the bullpen a chance to get warm.
Here's Drew Smiley's reaction after that walk. Asking where the pitch missed. It missed evidently low. You have to believe we're going to see Dotel in this inning.
Yeah, but you don't want to bring him into Sandoval, probably.
Right.
You want the left-hander against Sandoval, since he homered 3 times from the left side last night.
Sergio Romo getting loose. And no sign of a bunt by Scudero, and shouldn't be that surprising. He is 0 for 3 tonight, but because of that combo of Scudero and Sandoval in front of Buster Posey, the way they've been swinging the bats, Bruce Bochy will take his chances. Now he shows, and he bunts in the air. Backing out of play, the count 0-2. If Scudero bunts Pagan down to second. We had a meeting with Jim Leland before the game, and he said, now I'm in a position where I'm going to have to walk Sandoval in certain situations and pitch to a guy that led the league in hitting.
And likely MVP.
With Buster Posey behind him.
Of course, the bunt's off now with 2 strikes. Scudero's been too hot.
Smiley steps off. Bochy has had a hot hand in that dugout, making decisions with his staff. That is just high. Smiley, I'm sure, feels like he's getting squeezed. Ball 1. So the rookie left-hander's being tested here in the 8th. That's down into the corner. It is foul. Scudero was trying to will that thing fair. I don't know that he ever dropped the bat going down the first baseline. He's got Pagan at first, nobody out, and a 1-2 count.
Just like Gregor Blanco willed that bunt fair. He had about 47,000 helpers here.
Here's Scudero and his reaction with that ball going down the corner, but foul by about 10 feet. The 1-2. Got him looking. And a big strikeout for Drew Smiley, trying to keep this a 1-run game.
One of the rare strikeouts of Marco Scudero.
And now with Smiley still in the ball game, Sandoval, the switch hitting third baseman, will dig his way in. His damage, the power, has come from the other side of the plate this postseason. But Dotel is still down there getting ready with Posey on deck. Runner goes. And a stolen base for Angel Pagan.
How could Gerald Laird make a better throw? That throw is right on the money, right on the shoelaces, and Pagan with too big a jump.
That for Angel Pagan is his first steal of this postseason. He did get in there, and with that stolen base, everyone in America can get a free Doritos Locos Taco on Tuesday, October 30th from 2 to 6 p.m. at any participating Taco Bell location. So there you go. Now first base is open, and there's the intentional walk to Sandoval. And Buster Posey, who led Major League Baseball when he hit .336 during the regular season, will come on to hit. But Dotel will come out of the bullpen. That's a third walk issued by Smiley. And Jim Leyland will make the change. It'll be a double switch. Pitcher's spot is due to lead off in the 9th inning. Dotel will come into the ball game out of the bullpen. And the reaction from Pagan calling time after the steal. Good throw by Laird, but a stolen base nonetheless. Pitching change.
Come on, kid. I'm Drew Brees.
And I'm Harry.
Who?
From One Direction. Platinum album.
Dudes, won the Super Bowl.
On the cover.
MVP.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
If you give him the Pepsi, you can be in the band.
Really?
And live while we're young.
Introducing a car company that's never made a single car. Legendary durability. Impressive mileage. Firestone tires. So unstrap the saddle, as these old stallions are ready to run. Again. Whatever you drive, drive a Firestone.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye, girls. Love you.
Daddy, we made you a video for your trip. Yeah, watch it on the airplane.
Okay.
Here you go.
Aw, thanks, girls.
Yeah. Hey, I also made you a video.
Aw, that's so sweet.
You probably shouldn't watch it on the plane. Say bye to Daddy!
Bye, girls.
Share videos instantly on the Samsung Galaxy S3, amber, brown, and black, exclusively on Verizon.
This is a pair of Levi's, buttons and rivets and pockets and cuffs, and the thread that holds it together. When the road gets rough and the sky gets jumpy and the stars start falling on top of your head, it's the thread in your seams that's tied to your dreams. It's the soul in your feet that keeps the beat. You're gonna be great, you're gonna be great, you're gonna be a hero. You got a hero's grip, swinging by a single stitch. You follow your heart, follow the leader, you're the leader. You're a kid, holding on to the thread that holds it together. This is a pair of Levi's.
Fox Tuesday. New Girl's all-new Halloween will scare the pants off you.
Plan B was always Matthew McConaughey and Magic Mike.
Wow. Oh, I mean, look at his thighs. They're like fleshy tree trunks.
New Girl, all new this Tuesday at 9/8 Central on Fox.
Quentin Berry comes in the game. He'll lead it off in the 9th inning, batting in the number 9 spot. He takes over in left. Don Kelly moves from left to right. Andy Dirks is out of the game. The pitcher will bat in the 7 spot. The new pitcher is Octavio Dotel. And there are his numbers this postseason. Game number 5 for him. 2 on, 1 out. Buster Posey first up. Ball 1 inside. Here's the night for Posey. A base hit through the right side his first time. Trying to add to a 1-0 lead as the Giants try and win the first two here at home. A 1-0 pitch. Just outside 2-0. Dotel didn't agree. 13th organization for Octavio Dotel, who was a part of a world championship last year in St. Louis. Phil Koch, who is in essence the closer now for the Tigers, will start to get loose. Here is a 2-0 pitch. And with Infante going back to the bag to try and hold Pregame close, Dotel steps off. Sergio Romo is getting ready to come in and try and close it. Wheels are turning here in the 8th. Hunter Pence, who had a base hit his last time up and has scored the only run all night, waits on deck. That is inside to load him up. And now it falls to Pence.
Halfway for the infielders. If the ball's not hit hard to the shortstop or the second baseman, they'll come home with the ball. If it's hit hard, they'll try to double up Pence.
1 out in the inning. So a double play would get the Tigers out of trouble and keep this a 1-run game. Pence has 3 RBIs this entire postseason. Here's Pence. Strike 1 on the outer edge of the strike zone. 0-1. Minerco with the last World Series Grand Slam in Game 2, 2005, in that sweep over Houston. Pregame, Sandoval, Posey, the runners. 1 out. The 0-1. Same spot. Strike 2.
2 picture-perfect fastballs in a row by Dotel. Right there.
Four walks issued by the combination of Smiley and Dotel. Since taking over for Pfister last inning, here comes an 0-2. Spoiled it.
Flat-footed. Fouls it back. Reach and hope.
Bases are loaded, 1 out, and an 0-2 count on Pence. Dotel deals and Hunter fouls it back to the right.
If Gerald Laird continues to go farther outside, he's going to be in the Detroit dugout. The first pitch was just off the plate. That one, Gerald was sitting about 6 inches off the plate away. I would imagine he'll go right back out there with a fastball.
The stadium ready to erupt. Another foul.
That was a mistake. That was a hanger right there. A spinning slider. Look at Laird. Sitting way outside and had to reach back to his left. Dotel got away with one there.
Octavio ready with another on 0-2. Fly ball into right center. That's going to be deep enough. Pagan tags. It's 2-0. A good at bat by Hunter Pence, who fell behind 0-2 and got enough on that fly ball to right to score Pagan to make it 2-0. And that's going to be it for Dotel. Phil Cope with Belt coming up. First and third, 2 out. Pagan crosses the plate. He started this inning with a walk, and Pence did his job. 2-0 Giants.
The next wave of Italians has come to America, and they've come to party.
Now purchase Fiat 500 starting at $15,500 and get 0% APR financing for 60 months.
Just because your phone can take photos doesn't mean they're always worth sharing.
Not awesome. Too dark.
Too far away.
Better sharing starts now. The new Nikon Coolpix S800C with a 10 times optical zoom and powered by Android technology. So you can send Nikon quality images instantly.
Come on, people. Share like you care.
With the Coolpix S800C. And introducing the tiny Nikon Coolpix S01.
At Jennie-O, we think some things are worth getting up early for, like a better breakfast. So on August 8th, we woke up a sleepy town to show that eating well can be easy and delicious with Jennie-O turkey, bacon, and sausage, cooked thoroughly to 165.
Definitely very good.
It's excellent.
This is delicious.
Makes me want to eat breakfast more.
It's time for a better breakfast.
I can't stop eating this.
Make the switch. Look for Jennie-O at a store near you.
Introducing T-Mobile's unlimited nationwide 4G data, the only plan of its kind. Unlimited Netflix, unlimited Facebook, unlimited Pandora, and absolutely no overages, all on our nationwide 4G network. Unlimited nationwide 4G data, and only T-Mobile has it.
Hunter Pence, just his 4th RBI of this postseason, but it is a big one.
What a gutty at bat. 2 perfect fastballs to start out. Now watch this 0-2 pitch. Just pokes at it. Pokes at it. Slider, mistake. Fastball, mistake. And he hits it deep enough to score the second run of the game for the Giants.
Boy, the Giants have done so much right over the past 5 games. From Game 5 of the NLCS in St. Louis, as Phil Cope takes over, he's had a great postseason, no runs, 2 saves. This is his 8th postseason appearance this year. First and third, 2 out. Strike 1 on Belt. But from Game 5 on, I mean, they've gotten the pitching out of their starter. They've gotten great work in relief. They've had timely hits. They've had some power from Sandoval. And now Sergio Romo, who we talked to back in the 4th inning, is getting ready to come in and try and get a save and put the Giants up 2-0. He will have at least a 2-run cushion. Here's an 0-1. What a good play by Laird to save a run.
2 in a row. The first one he smothered. A tougher play right here. The slider. Good play by Gerald Laird.
Laird almost changed the entire dynamic of this inning by making a great throw on the stolen base attempt by Pagan, but Angel got in there.
That was a very important stolen base. Here's a 1-1.
Belt lays off again. It's 2-1.
That made Jim Leland walk Pablo Sandoval, and then Dotel came in the game, and he walked Posey, and that set it up for the sac fly.
A walk by Smiley when he took over in the 7th. With a runner at first, nobody out. So wildness out of the bullpen for Detroit. It's cost him. Here comes a 2-1 pitch from Cope. Strike 2.
Laird makes 2 good plays in the dirt, and that's his payment.
Right off the mask. Cope has that exaggerated move to come set and then takes an extra breath. It's not too far away from the ball.
But if he does it every time, it's no ball. That's his natural delivery right there.
That extra little bounce, and that is just outside a full count.
That is an interesting point, though, Joe. He does it every time, it's no ball. But if he delivers the ball without doing that, it would be a ball. Can't deceive the runner with different ways of coming to the stretch.
Runner goes, and a swing and a miss struck him out. But in the inning, the Giants get a run driven in by Hunter Pence. Big stolen base by Pregame pays off. 2-0 into the 9th inning as Romo will take over.
Okay, I am sick of this thing.
Well, see, we have cable, and if you didn't record your shows while I'm recording my shows, we wouldn't have to deal with this.
I just feel like it's watching me walk around naked.
Well, at least somebody gets to.
Upgrade to DirecTV and record 5 shows at once. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
Introducing the new 13-inch MacBook Pro. With the stunning Retina display, for the pro in all of us.
I'm at Walmart with Amy, who shops all over town. I'm going to show her how to get great prices all in one place. Look at that price.
Wow, is that a sale price?
No, that's an everyday low price. No trick, it's a treat. If you find a lower advertised price, they'll match it at the register.
Wow, that's great.
Okay, we need candy for the little goblins. That's Walmart's everyday low price.
Awesome.
Earl, I think you should wear this.
Okay, you ready? Big moment.
Get out of here.
That's the Walmart low price guarantee backed by Ad Match. Come in and see for yourself how much you can save.
Not only that, the Silverado's powertrain warranty is 40,000 miles more than Ford.
And this workhorse gives you the power of a V8 with the highway fuel economy of a V6.
Incredible, right? That was an amazing test drive.
I agree.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Just announced additional $750 bonus cash on a 2012 Chevy Silverado All-Star. Trade up to get a total value of $8,750. Bonus cash ends October 31st.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members of Congress, in celebration of over 75 years of our government employees insurance company, or GEICO, as most of you know it, I propose savings for everyone. I'm talking hundreds here, and furthermore...
Breaking news, the Gecko is demanding free pudding.
And political parties that are actual parties, with cake and presents. No, that was good. It's too bad nobody could hear me.
GEICO, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
The Kitchen Nightmare season premiere will floor you.
He just dropped the chicken on the floor.
Can Gordon reach two irresponsible sisters?
Are you drunk? I didn't sign up for this. You walk out, I'm out.
Kitchen Nightmare season premiere. Viewer discretion advised. Tomorrow at 8, 7 Central on Fox.
A few hours ago, Sergio Romo was messing around in the dugout like he always does, his good-natured way, having fun, keeping things loose. playing around behind Pablo Sandoval. We had a chance to visit with him in the 4th inning, and now Romo, who this postseason has a save, a great ERA. He's been virtually unhittable of late here at home. Is into his 8th postseason game. Joaquin Arias takes over at third base. He'll bat in the number 9 spot. The pitcher hitting third. And Quentin Berry is first up for the Tigers, trying to get something started. First at bat for Berry, who is 5 out of 19 this postseason. Dealing with Romo, who in 2010 got into only one World Series game. And he hits the outside corner, strike 1.
The Tigers aim, get Cabrera to the plate, because if he hits in this inning, he will at least represent the potential tying run.
Due up 4th. The 0-1 pitch from Romo. In the air to left. That'll carry to Blanco. 1 out. Still only 2 hits all night for Detroit. Here comes Austin Jackson, who's 0 for 2 with a walk. Jackson takes a strike. The Tigers were shut out only twice during the regular season. That is the lowest total in the big leagues. They were shut out in the division series against Oakland. Wicked pitch, strike 2.
That's Romo at his best. Slider low and away. I think Jackson gets another one here.
And Jackson lays off, ball 1. 1-2. Since the 1st of August here at home in San Francisco, Sergio Romo, who grew up a Dodger fan, has not allowed an earned run. With 1 out. There it is again, 2 down. That pitch is just filthy.
Slip sliding away.
And now it's up to Omar Infante to get Miguel Cabrera to the plate. 2-0 Giants in the 9th. Infante out of the way of ball 1. Omar has 1 of the 2 hits tonight for Detroit. The Triple Crown winner is standing near the on-deck circle. The 1-0. 2-0. For the starters, Pfister was good. Bumgarner was better. 7 shutout innings from the left-hander. He struck out 8.
Infante was taking 1-0. He'll be taking again here.
Two and 1. 2-2.
2-1 slider with a 2-run lead. An idea of how he relies on that pitch.
Little pop-up. There's Belt. Giants up 2-0. The Tigers will go home down 2-0. The Giants get a win tonight from Madison Bumgarner. And there you go. Teams with a 2-0 lead have won the series 79% of the time. But some good pitching matchups coming up in games 3 and 4 in Detroit on Saturday and Sunday.
But Joe, the Giants know more than any other team in baseball what it's like to be down 0-2 and try to come back in a series. They did it against Cincinnati. They were down 3-1 against the Cardinals, and they came back to win it. So they know Detroit can come back to win it.
Bumgarner gets the win. Pfister suffers the loss, and Sergio Romo gets his second save of this postseason. Let's go down to Aaron Andrews.
Joe, thanks so much. And Madison just saying, feeling a lot better now. What was the biggest adjustment you made on the mound since the last time we saw you game 1 of the NLCS?
Just able to make pitches tonight. I hadn't done a very good job making pitches this postseason so far. And this is a team that you're not going to be able to afford to miss with. And, that was what was working tonight, just making pitches, mixing it up. And they hit some balls hard, but luckily we were in the right spot.
Bruce Bochy had said, the media was questioning, was your arm tired? But you found a mechanical flaw that you were able to work on. What was it?
I don't want to get into mechanics right now, but it was nothing big, just something simple. I felt pretty good out there tonight.
Here's something you'll want to get into. You're up 2-9 heading to Detroit. This team is used to being down. What does this do for your confidence now heading there?
Definitely feels a whole lot better than having our backs against the wall. Some stressful series. Both the series we played there. It's tough, so it's nice, but we can't relax. We got to keep pushing.
All right, thanks so much for your time. Joe, back over to you.
All right, thank you, Aaron. Well, last night the Giants flexed their muscles. Pablo Sandoval did with his 3-homer night. Tonight, small ball. They got a run without an RBI in the 7th. They got a run without a hit in the 8th. And they rode their good pitching. Bumgarner, Casilla, Romo. And they're up 2-0 with a series heading to Detroit. We'll take a break and come back and continue to wrap up Game 2 after this.
It's an all-new Hall-O-Scream Fox Tuesday. First, Raising Hope delivers the treats.
I'm one of the village people.
There's no mailman in the village people.
I added a mailman because I deliver the biggest package.
Then Ben and Kate bring on the tricks.
No, that shouldn't be in there.
And New Girl will scare your pants off.
I mean, look at his thighs. They're like fleshy tree trunks.
Plus, the Mindy Project has a costume crisis.
I'm not going on a Halloween date as a urine.
Come on, it's funny, it's edgy.
All-new Hall-O-Scream this Tuesday on Fox.
They claim to be music authorities, but do we know what's on their playlists? But Britney Spears is
Precise, baby.
right with music, right with America.
I'm Britney Spears, and I approve this message.
Support your favorite, The X Factor, 1 week from tonight on Fox.
On my death, Sarah gets my heart.
Sarah needs a heart now.
I need you to kill me.
I'm not resorting to murder. I don't know what I'm... Are you gonna kill me?
Don't tempt me, Grace.
You want to make it through this. You will do what I tell you.
The Mob Doctor returns with all new episodes Monday, November 5th on Fox.
Should football be banned in high school? We caught up with former Bucs coach Tony Dungy and an orthopedic surgeon, what they said about the effects on your kids.
And I'll have the latest forecast track on Hurricane Sandy and what it means for you. That forecast after the game.
We have to work on a collaborative basis. Look, the reason I'm in this race is there are people that are really hurting today in this country. And we face this deficit could crush the future generations. And Republicans and Democrats both love America, but we need to have leadership in Washington that will actually bring people together and get the job done, and could not care less if it's a Republican or a Democrat. I've done it before. I'll do it again.
I'm Mitt Romney, and I approve this message.
There's the final from Game 2. 2-0 as the Giants win it. Behind Bumgarner, the save for Romo, Pfister, the loser. And the Giants up 2-0 to wrap up our night. Out to left field we go. Here's Matt and the guys.
Joe, thanks. And guys, this Giants team red hot. They've won 5 straight postseason games. Harold, as the Tigers go back home down 0-2, they may well look back at very early in this game as the moment that things turn for them.
Second inning. I mean, we can go right to the play right now with Prince Fielder on first, the ball hitting to the corner. That's the difference in the game. You're wondering, why did Gene Lamont send him? Well, here's what he's seeing. I really think that he thought this ball is going to go straight in the corner. It kicks. Great play by Blanco. They throw Prince Fielder out at the plate. And really, guys, they're set up second and third, no outs, and that would be the difference in the game. Obviously, you don't want to get a guy thrown out at home. You see the ball kick here, nice play, that's it.
That's why my former third base coach, Jeff Cox, called that Satan's corner as a third base coach, because you never know what the ball is going to do. It's a tough read for him. Obviously, we discussed the play at the plate. That's a tough call for a third base coach.
But and it's just another thing with momentum. The Tigers look like they can establish some momentum on a play. What do the Giants do? Snatch it, just like they've done all postseason.
Second straight night, every bounce, every hop, every little moment seemed to turn the Giants' way. Ken Rosenthal standing by with a couple of the Giants' Game 2 heroes.
Thanks, Matt. Hunter, 8th inning, bases loaded, 1 out against Hotel. You get down 0-2. What were you thinking during that at-bat?
Oh, man, I mean, he made 2 great pitches. Just tried to shorten up, get on the plate a little bit and battle as hard as I could. And, put in that situation was a lot of good at-bats, a great stolen base by Pagan. Buster worked the walk, and, we played good small ball today. We played a good game of baseball, had outstanding pitching, great defense, and, we found a way to get it done.
All right, that sacrifice fly made it 2-0. You also scored the first run after leading off the 7th with a single, knocked out Pfister. How tough was it to generate offense against Pfister tonight?
Oh, I mean, he had that fastball really moving. He was really pounding it in, working the slider and curveball away off of it. You can see why he's had the success he's had. I mean, just absolutely great stuff, great command, and he pitched a wonderful ball game.
Hunter, thank you. Sergio, here you are. You've told me before that you don't feel alone on the mound. You feel your teammates. And tonight you were at home with this crowd. What did you feel?
Every single body in here, other than the other team, I'm assuming. That feeling out there, what a blessing it is just to be a part of this ride. I mean, I can't really ask anymore from my teammates, the confidence they have in me, Bochy, putting me out there in these situations. I mean, really, really just fun to be out there.
You told us during the game that your grandfather was a Dodger fan. How do you think he feels right now?
I'm assuming he's wearing his Giants shirts, the stuff that I've given him, orange and black right now. I hope he's proud of me. I hope he's proud of what's going on, not just with me, but with my team and what I'm able to be a part of. I mean, what a ride.
Last thing, Cabrera was up 4th that inning. How conscious were you of getting it 1, 2, 3 before you could see him?
I really wasn't worried about that. I was just worried at the hitter on the box. I mean, it's one hitter at a time, one pitch at a time. I got to make quality pitches. My teammates believe I'm a quality big league pitcher, and that's all I'm really trying to be, be what they need me to be. And right now, I mean, just that team, that lineup's no joke, so you got to go out with your best stuff. I mean, that's kind of what I did today, and it went our way. We're up 2-0 right now.
Sergio, thanks a lot. Matt, back to you.
Kenny, thanks. We heard the number as Joe and Tim were getting off the air. 14 of the last 15 teams to go up 2-0 have gone on to win the series. That's good news for the Giants, bad news for Detroit moving forward. What's the key for the Tigers now?
Well, the Tigers just have to start hitting. There's no question about it. But what they're facing now, down 0-2, are the top two Giant pitchers. In the last 5 postseason games, the Giant starters have given up 2 runs. 2 runs. So now they face Vogelsong and Kane. Tigers have their work cut out.
Well, they're going home, though, also, where they play much, much better in Detroit than they do on the road. But both these starters are hot. Anibal Sanchez and Ryan Vogelsong in the postseason both have under a 2 ERA, barely over a 1 combined. These guys have been unbelievable. It's going to be another tremendously pitching, defense. It's going to be another close game, I have a feeling. In Detroit, cold weather. Yeah. It's going to be fun.
If I'm the Tigers, I get on the plane and I go, look, we had a ball hit off a base. Base hit scores a run. Tonight we had a bunt that stayed fair. Changed the whole game. Those are the little things you got to talk about on the plane.
Giants have
Maybe
the mojo.
their luck will change when they get back.
They got the mojo right now. That's it.
Mother Nature's going to play a role in the way this series progresses as well. Ugly weather headed toward Detroit over the weekend. First, the probables for Game 3 of the World Series. It's going to be Ryan Vogelsong, 4-0 with a 1.00 ERA over his last 6. Anibal Sanchez, he's amassed a 2.0 ERA over his last 10, and this will be the 3rd time they've matched up all year. Giants take Game 2 in shutout fashion, 2-0 San Francisco. They lead the World Series 2-0. A reminder that coming up next, except on the West Coast, your local news, a huge doubleheader on Fox Sports Saturday. First up, it's college football at 3 Eastern, noon Pacific. 14th-ranked Texas Tech takes on 3rd-ranked Kansas State, who seeks to keep their national title hopes alive. Then we'll be in the Motor City for Game 3 of the 2012 World Series. Ryan Vogelsong for San Francisco, Anibal Sanchez for the Tigers. Our coverage begins at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. For more information on tonight's game and on other Major League Baseball news, log on to foxsports.com, powered by MSN, the world's favorite sports site. For our entire Fox Sports crew, this is Matt Vasgersian saying so long from San Francisco. You've been watching Fox Sports, your home for the 2012 World Series. And on this night, a big night for San Francisco.
Saturday. That's crushed. It's a pivotal Game 3 on baseball's biggest stage. After taking a 2-0 lead, the Giants' incredible run continues. But the Tigers look to fight back as the scene shifts to Detroit. Legends are born in October.
What a ride!
Game 3 of the World Series, Saturday, only on Fox.
We are